it's true that many people can't see what you and I just saw in this picture here.
Oh, I definitely saw that. And listen, in my opinion, Joe, that's your one you should lead with if you want to explain like petrified giants in the future to someone. Start because that one right there, out of all the photos you sent me, soon as you look at it, you see a face.
Yeah.
And you want stuff like that just grab you from the
Well,
jump.
exactly.
So,
That's like, man, could that be real? You know, you look at it like, goodness. You know?
yeah.
But yeah, that's completely a real thing. And I found that a lot. What I find, you won't believe this, but it's true. And I don't know if I sent you any pictures. I probably didn't, but I have them. But I find pyramids, believe it or not, a lot with giant heads all over them. And a lot of times I find them with a big giant head at the top of a pyramid.
Oh.
And isn't that weird? And I've found many examples of this. And it's, of course, again, no one wants to talk about it because everyone's used to thinking about pyramids and they think about Giza and they think about the blocks and they think about all that. And that's wonderful. But old pyramids, really old ones, they don't look like the Giza pyramids. And I found a stack of them. But who made those pyramids? They're enormous. They're obviously made by giants. You know what I mean? It's not a thing that just, I don't believe that, 40,000 guys with robes pulled these rocks.
Come on, talk to them. Now, this is the most, what you saying now is something that everyone watching the show know is facts. There's no debate on that. And that's why I rock with y'all, because we have the common enemies when it comes to the deception. Because, but you agree with this, Joe? What they telling us how the pyramids built is
Oh, absolutely.
Because they want us to say, well, aliens built them, but if you say giants built them, but see, they pushing aliens so you don't look at the other possibilities.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly right. And it's, I'll tell you, I found so much evidence it'll blow your mind. And here's, I believe there's a real practical reason to why they shoot this stuff down really hard. I mean, like saying, man, there's pyramids in America, or big giants are in America. Here's something that most people don't know. Big giants, if you can find one standing up like that one I had, I mean, Roger Spur, the first thing he'll tell you is go to the feet, and wherever they are, that's where the heavy metals in the body collect. You can go there and find gold. You know what I mean? Now, I don't do it for that reason, but it's a fact, that literally the metals from the giant's body settles to the lowest portion. And so there's that kind of thing going on, because we all have trace amounts of that in our body, and if you're a giant, you're going to have a lot. So anyway, that's just an odd side point. But the real point I'm trying to make is when you find these giant cities and stuff, there are ruins, and a lot of them are undocumented and unexplored. Now, when you just sit there and think about finding, let's say, lost pyramids or cities, what could they be full of? Well, they could be full of treasure, they could be full of technology, they could be full of a lot. So what they do is dumb all this stuff down, and people like me that do what I do, they don't want to hear what I have to say, because what they're trying to do is hit all of these sites as fast as they can and get everything they can out of it. And now the agency that's doing that, I don't care who, I'm not here to name that, but I'm telling you that's what's happening. And they're I call them powers that be that go do this stuff, and it's, that's what I find, that's what we're looking at right here in this picture, this is supposed to be a industrial site, and it looks very much more like it could be a tomb site, with that mouth being the entrance to a tomb for a giant, possibly.
What?
It can work that way, but these things are not, that's not just a head there for nothing. There's something going on.
Now, let me ask you something.
I don't know where he see a head
You're
at.
making a reference to a head. I changed my image. I'm looking at the next one now. I moved from
what
the
is the next one?
And the next
the one in the snow?
No, this one is kind of a greenish face, and it's facing to the left. It almost looked like the New England Patriots logo face. The way it's kind of.
Which one are you on? You're over to
Okay,
a desert shot.
I'm gonna let you know now. You know the next one that's after the red desert face with the trail.
After the red thing in the snow.
Right. We was looking at the troll looking face with the frown. It's the next picture. The next picture after that is kind of a greenish looking rock.
Yeah, are you talking about that brown looking? It's like a. What I've got is a snow shot.
Okay. After that red, you got a snow shot. Let me see here. Oh, okay. You skipped two before that. Then
before that, or
you looking at it like a triangle with like some black, and it's like a snow shot. November 19th photo.
Let's see.
Actually, yeah.
I don't see. I don't know if I'm on the right shot. Let's see. Hold on.
Okay, so look, I can reply to the photo that I'm talking about. I didn't even know that. I'm gonna actually go to our conversation on Facebook,
Okay.
and it's gonna let you know which one I'm talking about right now. It's gonna say this one, the latest reply that I sent. That's the one we looking at.
I see one that says 3/23/24.
Just scroll all the way down your messenger conversation with us, and I sent. It's like, yeah, talk to them about that one. Take your time and explain to them what they looking at on that next one. I can see a face on here too.
Which one are you? I'm trying to figure out which one you're on.
Okay. Let me see.
All right. Let me get into this. Okay, not that, not the. Okay, not the big face with the square things out, but I'm going to the next one. Looks like a giant in the snow.
Alright, I'm gonna just look for that one. I'm gonna just go to the one.
The next one after the giant in the snow, is it the one that I give the coordinates on?
Alright. It's at, you know, we was just looking at the one that looked like the troll with the red dirt.
Yeah.
And right after that one, there's like a greenish looking rock.
A green looking rock.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, but and then I see like another photo after that one with a reddish looking terrain, and then I can show you the next one after that is like a white photo with snow, and then it's got the pyramid type shape in the background. It got November 19th. Matter of fact, can you find the photo, the white snow that's labeled November 19, 2024 in our conversation?
Let's see. Now here's the one with the snow, but it ain't labeled.
Okay.
November 19, 3/23. Is that this one?
Well, let me say this then. Send me a message right now on a call just so we can make contact through the message right quick, and
Let's see.
And
here's the next picture. Is it? I'm trying to figure out what it's of.
You send me a message on a call. I'm gonna send you one right here. Cause what I'm gonna do now is just get us synced back up, and what's gonna happen is I'm gonna let you just start resending messages through here, and every picture you send, there we go. So this is the next image you sent. Yeah, I got it. I'm opening it up now. Talk to us about that one. Thank you.
Well, now that shot there that I just sent, you can see, it looks like a bunch of crystal-looking stuff. This is a shot from Antarctica, and what you can see there are in the front of the shot is a pyramid. And you can see that it's made with a head at the top of a giant. And you can see the pyramid's made out of heads, literally.
Where?
This is the thing I find a lot. And I know that's weird, but this is old stuff. You know what I mean? Really old. And I've never released these pictures
I'm not seeing it.
And I think this is pretty compelling. compelling stuff from Antarctica when you hear people talking about it. And what those are, if you look at those, it looks like little spires of crystal, and I believe that's what they are. They could be calcite, it could be crystal, but if you zoom in, there are faces on them.
Okay. On those little crystallized structures.
Yeah, on the tops of those crystallized structures, if you zoom in, you're going to start seeing faces.
So what
and
would cause?
And the reason why is they're there. They're on the top of this stuff, and for some reason, these people are super into heads. But I'm seeing some creatures that are smiling in the background in that shot, wearing sunglasses.
You know, I mean, can I say one thing, and I just be a quick interjection. Now, please don't crucify me. One fact about the pareidolia effect is that our mind pick up on faces and heads more than any other part. That's how we memorize people and family and all that. So the fact that you said they're fascinated with heads, maybe we're explaining the pareidolia effect, but we're not explaining. I know you don't want to consider the pareidolia effect. I'm not going to force it on you, but I just wanted to throw that out there, Joe. But I will say, man, listen, you having all of these pictures and explanations shows us that you have done personal extensive research. You just not one of those.
Sir, I do.
Because a lot of Mufasa people, they just are regurgitating. Seem like a person that's in the theater,
No, I've been in this a while, and I understand the difficulty. Like you said, it is a difficult thing to talk about. You know, it's a difficult thing to prove. To say, did you know there were big giant people? You know, people go, oh, that's crazy. You know, and it's you know it's rightfully so. That makes sense to me. But there's some fascinating stuff here in this image. I could do enhancements on here, and it would blow your mind. It really would.
Yeah. And I bet you, and that's another thing too. This is not even enhanced too, so we gotta give him that benefit of the doubt too. This is a raw image right here, correct? So I believe if you enhance these, that you probably can see more. Because at first I was kind of saying, well, I'm not a fan of the enhancements, but I would actually now want to have this enhanced so I can see. I see what you mean by the enhancements now. It helps us see what you're trying to explain.
It helps identify, because what you realize is a lot of that stuff is made out of the same material. And of course, anything you look at that's made out of the same material is going to just run together, kind of, you know. But I could send you a quick enhancement of this, of what I'm talking about here, and you'd see there could be some live beings in here, man. I'm just going to tell it like it is, but I might be wrong, and I would not at all be shocked if they were just statues. But these are an awful lot going on here, you know.
Okay. Let me see. You got another one you want to share with me? You can send it directly.
Let me see what I sent you back in this other stuff. Here you go. Here's a nice one.
Shout out to Sally McDermott for that donation. I did set a goal.
Here you go. Let's look at this picture. Can you see this one?
Thank you, Sally.
Can you see this left-facing profile of this alien head with the?
Yeah, that's the one I wanted you to talk about. Go ahead. It's kind of greenish looking. It's facing to the left.
Yeah, facing to the left, and it's got the kind of red on the top.
Yeah, you can see the mouth right there, and the nose. You can see like a little lips down there with a chin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great shot. I'm trying to remember where I found that thing. It was, I swear I believe it was at that place where I found that big giant skull. But that's a cool shot. It's you can clearly see the nose, and you can see the eyes and the mouth.
There's no bodies on none of these. Yeah.
Yeah. It can be that they are melded in. It can be that the head has been beheaded. You know.
But it Maradona effect. let me stop. But nah, salutes to Joe. But I will tell you, man, I can make out a face in this one too. I'm not gonna deny that. Now I can see a nose, then under that lips, then chin. You know.
Yeah. It's cool, man. That's a shot. I wish I could have got a little better focus on it, but still, you can see exactly what's going on, and you can see that it's made out of all different kinds of things. Like there are different colors in it, and this is just how it happened to mud fossil. You know how it happened to fossilize.
Yeah, and what was the most single? I think that'll be dope once we like it. You think if I was to take a sample of this, it's a possibility I could find some human DNA? I wonder why. Yeah, go ahead.
It's a great possibility. Yeah. That's expensive stuff, but yeah, it's a possibility.
So a giant is chilling, he going about his day. Something happens, and all of a sudden, he's a frozen rock. Can you slow down that process of what happened from him being a biological flesh and bone creature walking about his day to being what I'm looking at now? To layman's terms for the slow people.
The first thing you got to consider is this, and that's that it could be there are examples in history of things being flash frozen, and there's even been entire legions of armies flash frozen to stone and that type of thing.
Well, could it be carving? Could it be advanced civilizations that existed there? Because listen, my theory is, Joe, and I'm gonna be brief. I'm gonna share a photo in the Facebook message real quick, one of my own, and because one of these was the image of a giant, I want you to see this. I'm gonna share it with you now. Let me share. I can sit up here and I can send you a share with this. And this one of my favorite. The reason this one is passionate, and let me give it to you right now. Messenger and go to Joe. I don't know if me and you friends, but we're gonna make sure we get friends on Facebook. All right, so I just sent you a photo. Open that up real quick and let's talk about this one together.
Oh yeah, I see this.
Now a lot of people say this is a petrified giant. I think this is evidence that there were advanced civilizations during the Stone Age that were artistic and they were carving great forms of art, artistic art forms like a statue. You would agree with me on that one with this one here?
Well, they were doing that kind of thing, but boy, that's pretty realistic. And when you start looking at that leg and that red color coming right where your vein would be, that's interesting.
It's rust. But I would say this too. The fact that your hair, your beard, though, could turn into stone, and again, it's turning into the local stone in an area. So I think we're looking at a statue here. So I wanted to show you this one because I was kind of hoping you would say, well, yeah, that's a statue, Sanchez. That's not
Well, it could be a
fossil,
statue or it could be real. It just depends. I've found giants that big plenty of times.
But the thing
But
is
it
this.
could be a statue, you're right. But
This
man,
one,
that's pretty realistic if it is a statue. It's
and that's
amazingly well known.
and that's what I'm telling you. If humans are carving statues of humans, they're gonna be realistic and have details like beard, hair, and stuff, like a statue of Abraham Lincoln. So I would say this is obviously not a mud fossil. This would just be an ancient. Because wouldn't you agree with me, Joe, that they're trying to hide that Joe, aren't they trying to hide the fact that the ancients were smarter than they say?
Yes, they are. And
So-
that's absolutely true.
For us to
we're smarter.
So for us to combat that, we need some of these to be great works of sculpting art to prove, hey, see, look at here, these people were great carvers of stone. Because if we say this is a frozen giant, now we say, well, the ancient people were smart. These are all just frozen giants. But I think both of these communities can exist. I think
Exactly.
right. So I think in order for them to exist, the people who are finding petrified giants can't look at stuff like this and say, well, this is a petrified giant. You got to have a system to where you say, with this much detail, this is obviously a statue, because all of the other pictures you showed me is abstract. It's not that detailed. You even have to hatch them and carve it out yourself. You feel me? To help us out.
Yeah, everybody's entitled to their opinion, man, and it may be. I'm on the fence on this. I think it's incredible, but I don't know that I'm ready to say that it's absolutely real. But it's certainly very interesting. I would look at it. I'll tell you that. I would look at it.
What I say what's real, because when we say it's real, what do we mean? What I'm saying is this is proof that people in the Stone Age weren't dumb. Now,
exactly.
If someone in the mud fossil community come along and say, Sanchez, this is a petrified giant, now we have a problem here. Because I'm just showing you where a conflict could be at.
The only way to do it is to go sample that red blood and get a real clean sample and run it, and you'll find out. And if it comes back that it is, then you got to accept it.
Well, here's the thing. There is no red blood on this statue that from the area. And the thing is, you can find this red stain that's on his.
I would look at it. I'll tell you that. I would look at it.
There is no red blood.
Because when we say it's real, what do we mean? What I'm saying is, this is proof that people in the Stone Age weren't dumb. Now,
exactly.
If someone in the mud fossil community come along and say, Sanchez, this is a petrified giant, now we have a problem here. Because I'm just showing you where a conflict could be at.
The only way to do it is to go sample that red blood and get a real clean sample and run it, and you'll find out. And if it comes back that it is, then you got to accept it.
Well, here's the thing. There is no red blood on this statue that's rust from the area. And the thing is, you can find this red stain that's on his leg throughout the local area. See, even on my mouse cursor, I don't know if you can.
Hold
on a second.
It's iron oxide, which is in the blood.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You gotta let me land.
Okay.
You're guessing what that is, but you just said we should test it. So until hold on. Until we test it, let's be honest, like Sanchez is doing, let's not make any claims about what. That's my problem.
I said I'd look at it.
Hold on a second. We don't know what that red stuff is, and that's what we need to be honest and say. I'm going to say that. Now, I'm also going to say this right here. The red stuff we're looking at is all about the area. It's not just on its statue right here. As you can see, it's all over the rocks. It's all over everything. So that's what I was saying. Also,
it sounds like about it, so I'd say you're good.
Listen to me, sir. I've been letting you talk, and I'm not arguing. Listen to me. You're not being fair. Let me explain something to you.
I'm not being really.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you're cutting me off and not letting me. You're being rude. Here's what's going on. I've been sharing your photos, letting you talk, and I've been shutting up, letting you speak. Now it's my turn. Now I'm sharing one of my photos. And yes, I want to talk about it like what I did for you. It's my show too. Share. You gotta learn to share, Joe.
All I can say to you is
Joe, you're not sharing though, Joe. Why are you acting, Joe? Why are you acting like this, Joe? Why are you acting like this all of a sudden? It was going good.
I'm not, dude. You're the one getting excited.
You're not letting me speak, Joe, and I just let it. I'm just wanting you to let me finish because I don't want to hold the people up.
Well, let me cap it with this. We've been out here for 2 hours, and I'm going.
Let's go. I'll just teach without you what I was saying. It's cool, and I'll allow other people to join who are mud fossil researchers for my chat room. Hopefully, they will act better than how you.
Well, I appreciate you allowing me the opportunity. at least
appreciate you too, and I think
some
we've
truth
been.
out there, and I appreciate that.
If
It means a
that's
lot.
what you want to call truth. I think what you put out there was a bunch of immaturity, man. And you dropped the ball on actually presenting truth. You presented,
really? Well,
you
what a
presented,
precious thing to say,
you
man.
presented,
What a
be-
great
you
way to
present, you presented beliefs, and anytime it became challenging, you acted like a child. And it's such dishonesty to say this is a mud fossil. It's not a fossil, it's a statue. You're not consistent. You're showing us abstract objects that we can't even make out. You're showing us stuff like this as fossils. And I show you a real statue, and you try to clump it in with all of your stuff. This is a perfectly defined statue and object. It don't require your enhancement process. And he just proved why I'm telling y'all one of the biggest enemies to the truth community is this mud fossil shit. I'm always pointing y'all into the psyops.
This one says
People are
psyop.
victims of the goddamn pareidola effect, and they've created a religion out of it. They can't admit, even when I show them something that's not. And I was being nice with him, y'all. I was saying, listen, maybe that's a giant's face. He's showing us stuff like this. How are you gonna compare this right here to the Lincoln Memorial? How? How you gonna compare this to Mount Rushmore? Everything he's showing, it don't got a full body. He even said out of his mouth, they're fascinated with heads. This man got feet, arms, ankles, and toes. That ain't the same thing you're showing if you ain't gonna create a system that's gonna distinguish. If you just gonna cover everything, and mud fossil is a psyop, y'all. We got to stand up together with this shit, cause they are deep. And I'm telling you what I'm talking about. They are deep. This is some government psyop shit to hide the ancient civilizations of Tartaria. Thinking about it. They're rolling out the mud fossil shit at the same time the Tartarian shit rolling out. They rolling out the alien and globe and going to the moon shit at the same time the flat earth shit rolling out. You don't see what they're combating? Look at how these people are reacting, even when you be nice to them. I let him talk for an hour. I shut the fuck up. I even agreed to shit that I don't even agree with, just to not be debatable, just to not be argumentative. And I said, at least I'm gonna build up enough so that I can show something to him. I'm gonna share with him, he'll share with me back. I share with him this shit, he gets mad. Why? Because you can't claim it as a mud fossil. This is not a fossil, it's a statue. This is a viral photo, y'all, where everyone is saying it's a mud fossil. It's millions of people disagreeing with me. We're outnumbered, just like Glover versus Flag. Oh, this is a big community. And they're fanatics. They're look at this. And what's crazy, they're suffering. from the pareidolia effect. And they don't want to admit the shit. It's sad. It's sad, bro. And you know what make it sad? That they won't let nothing not be a mud fossil. You can show them motherfuckers the Lincoln Memorial. They'll say that's a mud fossil. Imagine that. Imagine a motherfucker 100 years from now looking at the Lincoln Memorial statue because now it's covered in dirt. Now we've built the civilization in a whole other area. The White House got buried in forest. 300 years from now, the maps look different. And someone find the Lincoln Memorial statue, and they say, look at this petrified giant. Some things got to be statues. If it got all of this definition, how is that a fossil? You're showing us what the fossils are. You can't claim everything, man. And that's my test to them. I was like, is this shit a psyop? Are these people agents? Are they trying to hide Tartaria behind mud fossils? And I'm proving that I'm right, bro. I be ahead of the curve, bro. I see the psyops when they roll out. And I give people a test. I say, you know what? That may be a petrified head. I'm a chess player, y'all. I always got a final move in the end. And it ain't me that's gonna checkmate you. Your reaction is gonna prove you an agent, bro. Cause I was nice to you. And I was acting like I believe in the shit. I was like, well, I do see a face. Y'all saw that? Just to be nice. Drop a one. You saw how I did it, bro? I did it with decorum. I did it with finesse. I did it with respect. I did it professional.
Ah.
I don't come to the internet to unravel characters. I come to hurt feelings. Pray for my mama. I put that. Con, and I play on every. Because I don't say if anybody give you the ear in the eyes, you can play on it. Aiden offered NBA YoungBoy team $1 million straight. Act for to let him do it for free. Act he done got it. I found out that he's a thoroughbred street. Before he did that.
If you are someone, when I say the mascot thing we're going with, someone like Tekashi 6ix9ine, do you think YoungBoy and them is like that? But you said all of that and showed up to the tour and nobody done nothing to you.
Because the police.
See, that's the thing. That's what you gotta watch for. You know, I'm a street
and also I'm watching how you kind of help build the platform.
I got them to
and y'all play cool.
partners, brother. He
Yeah.
riding around his family every
So I'm wondering when it goes
took
left.
me to his hometown. It went left. Cause homie came to me like a brother business partner. Hey man, show me his number. He paid me what, maybe how much? He was maybe 8,000 in the red off what he paid me for it.
Right.
I'm saying everybody else in the green.
Right.
That got to do with what you do. You controlling too much, right? You don't know what you're doing. So,
And you a new platform still. So
well, you're a new platform and you don't know what you're doing. The first half of the year, you was going live with me. And then stop. I'm trying to, he wouldn't listen.
Barely kind of what you were saying.
He wouldn't listen to his team.
Yeah.
He didn't know about clipping, none of that.
Right.
He relied strictly on YouTube. So I'm doing for him, but I don't do for nobody else because I'm building a platform because that's my brand. I come with my own platform and I help build. So come to me and say, man, I ain't making this. Can we renegotiate the number? We go from 10 to 5. Yeah, we go 10 to 5. I act like I
50%.
I'm gonna take a 50% cut for the team. A few days later, he trying to hit my girl up and say, let's me and you, we can get some money together. So I'm saying, if you my partner, why go around with you to get to my new bra? You done met all the bras.
Yeah.
You done met size, you done met everything. But I noticed this one caught your eye because you kept highlighting how bad she was.
Yeah.
So why go around when you could have come to me and say, Ashley, girl, I see she cool with Lil Wayne, man. You ain't never got an artist bigger than me on there. What makes you think you can get Lil Wayne and you struggling to pay me?
Uh-oh. Now that's a conversation.
What makes you think you
That's
can
a
get Lil Wayne?
conversation.
That's
That's a conversation.
But you done went to my bra.
Cause Wayne gonna want a stupid bag.
Come on, homie, but you
Wayne don't even talk. And he
You
gonna
wanna get
want
me?
damn near 100K.
So you tripping with me about 10. I charge you 20, should eat you for 40 for wax. You couldn't even pay me the whole 20 up front. You 1,500 me out. I had to call you about my money. So I started noticing I build a relationship when I let you, when I front you in it. I front you in it. I front interview.
Yeah.
I front interview like those. I front interview like you front real life superstar.
Yeah.
I front so they start getting on it. I'm front y'all know. How y'all gonna let me I'm front y'all know? So I can front him in it. Pay me here, pay me here, pay me here. Like most poppin'. Hey, you got to call him about your money. I'm in the pocket, you ain't got to call about your money. Say I got it, come on. I'm gonna blow you up by getting you back there. So I noticed I started having to call about my money. You guys started noticing when my partners come around, my manager, Dewberry, he ain't actively trying to talk to Dewberry to build some more brands with him. He wanna talk to my new girl. So I put him in a position to see who needs to be fired. She new to the crew, so of course you let her run freely.
Yeah.
I see he got a liking for her. He gravitates to her wherever she goes. He like it. He don't know we watching. Me, same, all of us watching on him, and it's obvious he doing this.
I ain't that kind of nigga. I
So,
don't know.
so
All right, well, hello everybody, and welcome. Hanging out, I got Elon and Ian Dahl with our Starlink team. Figured we'd check in. It's been a typical SpaceX year. Launched a brand new vehicle, we acquired XAI, now SpaceX AI, announced a Terra-sized chip-building project, and so... Yeah,
Hello.
Never a dull moment. Typical year. And so, let's kind of wanted to... We started to climb up the Kardashev scale, maybe show off some cool new AI stat stuff, kind of start galaxy size, and bring people in with the Kardashev scale. What's the big picture? What's the big picture? What is the Kardashev scale?
Like, how do you decide what progress the civilization has made? That's the most objective metric that any alien species, say, visiting us would calibrate how much progress we've made as a civilization. One of the most objective ways to do that is that we give a civilization and there was a Russian physicist that said, we thought about this, and I think it's the way to characterize it, which is you can have you can assess how well a civilization is harnessing the power available on the planet. That's type 1. Type 3 would be how much the galaxy power are you harnessing. These are very objective and measurable numbers. So right now we're very low on the Kardashev 1 scale. You could say, like, what proportion of our planet's power are we harnessing? Very, very tiny number. And basically we're harnessing almost nothing of our star's power. So the sun is truly an immense thing. It is difficult with words to characterize how immense the sun is, but this gives you sort of a sense of scale.
Yeah, it's a big difficulty jump going from level 1 to level 2.
Very big difficulty jump, yes. Level 3, and we don't even know how to do level 3, really. Yeah, exactly. One way to appreciate the size of the sun is to think about how heavy is the sun compared to all the rest of the mass in the solar system. So the sun is about 99.86% of all mass in the solar system. It's everything, and then of the remaining 0.14%, most of that is Jupiter, one planet. So we're still a lightweight. Yes. The entire mass of Earth is going to be tiny category. We're like Earth is a tiny dust mote compared to the sun.
But how much energy are we talking? Like, coming from the sun, especially compared to what we're using here on Earth. It feels like,
Yeah. The incident solar energy on the cross-section of the Earth is roughly a half billionth of the sun's power output. The vast majority of that we cannot use because 70% of Earth is water. Which technically our planet should be called water because it is 70% water, and I think an alien civilization visiting us would be like, why are they calling it Earth when it is mostly water?
we're the Greenland's not green of the solar system.
Yeah, a bunch of the exactly even we're 70% water, and 30% that's land. A bunch of it is Antarctica or Siberia type of thing, very northern Canada type thing. Very difficult to not places people typically want to live, and you're not going to get a lot of solar power at the poles. So the actual usable area of land where you can get solar power is quite small. Anyway, in order to ascend the Kardashev scale, in order to get to any meaningful percentage of the sun's energy harness, you have to go to space. In order to get, say, a millionth of the power output of the sun, you would have to increase civilizational energy harness by much more than 1 million. So we currently use much less than 1/trillionth of the power output of the sun. And 1 trillion is 1 million times 1 million. So basically we're basically practically nowhere on the sort of the Kardashev 2 scale, practically nowhere.
So on Kardashev scale, we're all still
We're non-existent. We're non-existent. We're like not even. We're not even. Yeah. We're not registering.
not even a micro soul. Yeah, we're
No.
and so to actually
One microsol would be an epic achievement relative to where we are right now.
something to aspire to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's our goal. And like, this is, I think, both simultaneously an incredibly adventurous goal relative to where we are, and yet not particularly adventurous as a percentage of try to achieve power harness being 1/1,000th of what the sun outputs.
So to actually start getting there, though, we're not just gonna throw solar arrays in space, try to soak up a bunch of the sun. Like there has to be a need. Like you want to go up there and do something meaningful, and obviously until this point in human history, like there hasn't really been a need. What has changed to make us think that like maybe now's the time to start trying to notch a percentage point or two?
I mean, getting to 8% of the sun's energy.
Maybe not a percent. Let's go like we'll move the decimal point back.
So you're an extremely kick-ass civilization if you get 1% of the sun's energy. And I'm like, wow, that civilization is going to be vastly more powerful than us, to say the least. Yeah. So in order to start to make some progress on the Kardashev scale, we need to launch satellites to orbit Earth and capture solar power, and that avoids the need to build massive power plants on Earth and deal with cooling, because cooling is actually much easier in space than it is on Earth. You can just radiate through a vacuum. And so what we're proposing here, what we intend to do, is to try to climb the Kardashev scale to be kind of like a respectable civilization. So the aliens, hopefully there are aliens out there, and they finally decide to talk to us, where we have some respectable amount of the sun's energy being used. That's not like totally pathetic. This is the kind of situation.
And so before we start sending data centers, sending all of this to space, there are some limiting factors that we got to get through that would traditionally make it so like this is almost impossible.
What does it take to scale?
Yeah.
So things it takes to scale are you need to have large mass delivery capability, which is what Starship will give us. That large mass. So here we need to send millions of tons to orbit and beyond, and you need the power associated with that. So if you want to put 100 gigawatts or 30 terawatts into space from Earth, you will at some point need a terawatt of solar, and then you're going to need a terawatt of AI chips. So the three things are you need a mass to orbit, a lot of solar power, and radiators, of course, and a lot of chips.
All right. Well, let's start taking down the list. So mass to orbit, that's where Starship comes in. Yeah. We just had first flight B3. It's awesome. I know you were there. It was crazy to see that rocket launch.
Yeah.
And, like long time coming. What's Starship's kind of purpose of being? What is it going to be doing?
Yeah. So Starship is going to revolutionize space. Really, it's the first rocket design that is capable of full and rapid reusability. Now, reusability is the fundamental breakthrough that is necessary to make life multiplanetary, as well as to ascend the Kardashev scale. You simply cannot ascend the Kardashev scale unless you have a reusable spacecraft, and you cannot extend life to the Moon, to Mars, and to the rest of the solar system without a reusable rocket. The cost is simply prohibitive. You can't make enough rockets unless you can refly them. Just like any other mode of transport, you can imagine that if we had to throw away airplanes every time we flew, flying would be far too expensive, and basically no one would be flying airplanes.
You're doing a whole lot more driving.
Rapid reusability. Yes. Every mode of transport is reusable, without which is simply not viable as a transport system. So cars, planes, boats, horses, bicycles are all obviously reusable.
Yeah.
With rockets, it's much harder to make a rocket reusable because Earth has a deep gravity well and a thick atmosphere. And these make it just barely possible to achieve reusability with a rocket. And there have been been many prior attempts to create a fully reusable rocket, and most of those attempts have been abandoned partway through because they didn't think they could succeed. In order to achieve full reusability, everything's got to be perfect. The engines, the structure, the avionics, the choice of propellants. You've got to go to extreme measures for mass optimization, which is why we have the tower attached to the rocket instead of putting on landing legs, which are heavy. The rocket can simply be caught by the tower. And we haven't achieved full reusability yet. We do expect to achieve that, hopefully later this year with Starship. And then you've got to achieve full reusability. You've got to go a step beyond that, which is make it rapidly reusable, such that the rocket lands, it gets caught by the tower, gets put back on the launch stand, and can be flown again without any refurbishment or laborious inspection, like an aircraft. This is incredibly difficult. This is the first time that there's ever been a rocket where that is possible. That's what makes Starship so profound. It also happens to be the largest flying object ever made, the heaviest flying object ever made, the most powerful moving object of any kind. Yes, the Starship B3 is more than double the thrust of the Saturn V lunar rocket. By version 4 will be pretty much 3 times the thrust of the Saturn V lunar rocket. And we expect Starship to be flying more than once per hour down the road.
One of the fun facts from Flight 12 is that it's the heaviest payload SpaceX has ever flown, and that's still just a fraction of what V3 can do. So,
Yeah.
I mean, once we're flying massive amounts really rapidly, I mean, we already fly the majority of payload to space with Falcon. Do people even really understand what mass to orbit becomes when Starship is flying?
It's many orders of magnitude greater than what is the case today. So even with Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy, SpaceX delivers almost 90% of all of mass to orbit. Sort of between 85-90% right now. And then most of the remaining mass, I think, is caused by China, and then the rest of the world, including the rest of the U.S., is the remaining 5-7%. Now, with Starship, we'll be aiming to go from somewhere around 2,500 tons per year to orbit to millions of tons per year to orbit. And to do so in a pretty short period of time. So we think probably we get to 1 million tons to orbit per year in about 3 years, thereabouts.
Starship is going to take care of the mass to orbit limiting factor.
Yes.
And then power generation. So first, and Ian, maybe you can help. People probably struggle to visualize a little bit when you say like data center in space. Like we're not going to slap engines on a building and fly it up there. Like these actually look like pretty different. And so kind of walk through how you take something that's in a giant building on the ground and turn it into something that's functional in space.
Yeah, I think it's pretty interesting. A lot of people don't actually know what the inside of a data center even looks like, right?
Yeah.
And
It's some like mythical place where the internet's in the cloud or something.
yeah, some people envision wires, some people envision boxes, but like effectively it comes down to a set number of chips and the things that we need to launch into space are actually quite small when we look at it. The more challenging part is figuring out how to get the power for it, and that's where a lot of what we've worked on for existing like Starwind technology, the solar arrays, are what we want to utilize that expertise to be able to build a satellite that can actually launch the critical components of the data center in space itself. We like to look at this and say like, what is the actual engineering problem here? And it's really a combination of delivering power and then taking the waste heat and energy away and sending it into the vacuum of space, as you mentioned.
Yeah. The AI satellite is actually much simpler than a Starlink satellite. A Starlink satellite has gigantic phased array antennas. It's got parabolic antennas. It's got a lot of laser links. it's much more complicated than an AI satellite. An AI satellite is essentially a lot of solar cells, a radiator, and you still need some laser links, but you don't have all of the super complex antennas that you have on a Starlink satellite. So, I mean, given the two, the easier one to design for is the AI satellite.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit bigger.
It's bigger.
Just makes that bigger, yeah. I was like, so we've got, this is our AI-1, if you guys want to walk us through.
Yeah. So the first thing that we're really looking at here is like, first you've got to make something compelling, right? And we thought that the right place to start is around the 150 kilowatt like peak power level. But as we look at the workloads with our experience with XAI, we get to actually see that we can also support about 120 kilowatts of average compute. There's a difference.
So what we're showing here is kind of a draft version of the version 1 of the SpaceX AI satellite, the AI-1, I guess you could call it. And it seems like a reasonable place to start is 150 kilowatts peak power, 120 kilowatts sustained power, and to give you a sense of what does that actually look like in terms of the size of the radiators, size of the solar panels. The assumptions here are 250 watts per square meter for the solar array, and about 1,400 watts per square meter for the radiators. So the radiators, these are double-sided. Radiators are radiating both sides. They're oriented knife edge to the sun, and it's 1,400 watts per square meter is a very achievable goal. Over time, I think we can probably do about 250 watts per square meter and about 1,400 watts per square meter for the solar panels and radiators, respectively. But this gives you like this is pretty much what the satellite's going to look like. It's a lot of solar panels, radiator, and then everything else is pretty small by comparison.
And these are like evolutions of things that we have actually already launched in our Starlink constellation to date. That's really, I think, the cool part to me is that we're looking at solar technology that we already are going to use on the V3 Starlink vehicle. So I'm like really excited to then just take those and make it bigger.
Yeah, part of what we want to convey here is that there's not some magic that's necessary that doesn't exist for the AI satellites. As you said, a lot of this is technology we've already made for the Starlink V3 satellites. So we basically don't think this is a super hard thing we already do. There would also be like something on the order of a terabit of connectivity, laser link connectivity from the satellite. The 150 kilowatt peak power level roughly matches what an NVIDIA GB300 rack would do. So you think that a GB300 with 72 GPUs, its peak power I think is around 140 kilowatts. But it's almost impossible to get it to be at that peak power. A more reasonable operating envelope would be around 120 kilowatts average power. But it can peak up to 150. So it's basically think of it as a rack of compute in space, and then you can connect these racks of compute to either each other via the laser links or directly to the Starlink constellation. So you can close the link with the Starlink constellation, and then Starlink can then send that data to the ground using the existing AA and KU antennas on the vehicle. It also has laser links to the ground as well. So, and this would not be at a particularly high latency. We're talking about maybe being around 600 to 800 kilometers above the Earth, and light travel 300 kilometers per millisecond. So that's it's about 3 milliseconds away. Basically, it's not very far.
Won't worry about that too much then.
It's not. Sometimes people worry think there's going to be some like high latency. I'm like, no, speed of light.
What you gonna do in the people? Oh well. Some voice like Lil Yachty. Somebody eat?
Ain't no escaping.
Aw, come on, bro.
That ever created life. That ever created life without woman. Right? And then show me a man.
Because you should. Oh, because you should. Because you should. Because you should.
Exactly.
You should give me $100.
Okay, well I won't.
Yeah, but if you said you could, but you should.
Okay, you should.
Yeah, but you should.
They should raise a child.
Yeah, but why?
They should fight for the child.
Why?
Because it's their child.
Why?
That
Yeah,
doesn't-
yeah, you're just saying, dude. That doesn't say anything. It says nothing. No, but here's the thing. It's interesting, right? It's like you're doing everything to enable women to experience children. Well, I mean, here's the thing. We can insanely high. There's no right to disagree.
I'm here to talk about
We don't have to
if I had sex with a woman, even if I cared about her, right, and she got pregnant, that I would have zero choice over the health and welfare of my child, but she would have 100% of the choice over that?
Isn't that how it is today? So what's the difference?
Yeah, so right now, today, don't you think that would act as a massive deterrent in dating? Which is the thing you want men and women to do again?
What's changed about that? So when hasn't that been the case? When's the last time that wasn't the case?
What? That women had...
The scenario.
Yeah, so before the 60s.
Okay, well, people were still dating, right?
Yeah, but don't you think that abortion had an arc where previous generations were not as accustomed to it as they are now, and before there wasn't that many people resisting it, and now many more. It's the age of the internet, right?
So you don't think men are dating because they're afraid women are going to abort their
I
child?
didn't say. Do you think any reason's a monolithic one?
Not necessarily, no.
Yeah, so I could have many reasons, right?
Okay, but you're asking about this one in particular.
Yeah, so that's right. This one in particular. Do you think that would cause incentive, more incentive at least, for men to be very wary of the dating market if it is the case that women can have the choice over the reproduction of their child?
No, I don't.
Why?
Because it hasn't really changed that much since the 60s.
So, I really don't understand this. Even if it is a case that boomers, right, who didn't really have to deal with this problem as much as it's done. I mean, it's casual now. It's casual. Like, do you think in the 60s and 70s that women were, female comedians were televising their abortion like Sarah Silverman?
No, but you said it's more casual, right?
Yeah, their abortions are more casual.
And sex is more casual too?
Yes.
So that doesn't seem like much of a deterrent.
What do you mean?
Guys are still
the
banging.
Sex?
Correct.
The sex isn't a deterrent.
The sex is, regardless of relationships, the sex is what causes the child, Andrew. The sex is what causes the child. So if more casual sex is happening, then it's not much of a deterrent.
If you're dating a woman, is that casual sex?
No, we're talking about sex.
I'm talking about dating. Say the word
it's
dating.
Obviously not. If people are having casual sex, I don't need to say shit.
Yeah.
If people are having more casual sex, then they're obviously not that deterred by the idea of this woman could terminate the pregnancy.
So I'm talking about dating. I asked you about that word, dating. You say casual sex, but the casual sex not dating, so that you shouldn't logically put that in. It makes no sense. So we're talking about dating. Do you think if you're dating a woman, right, that you would be deterred from dating the thing you want to do by the fact that she has complete and total control over reproduction?
No, because I don't think men are avoiding dating because they're like, oh man, she might abort my child.
But really? But I thought you just
so.
said that there was an uptick in casual sex.
There is.
Instead of dating?
Not instead of dating. I'm saying there's been casual sex for a long time.
So is dating up or down?
Dating is down.
Is casual sex up or down?
It's about the same as it was probably whenever we were in college.
No.
Okay.
No. Do you think that casual... But even if that was the case, dating is down, casual sex the same? So that would still mean that people are having more casual sex than they're dating, right?
Yeah, but I don't think there's not dating because they're afraid they're going to have a child.
You don't even think it could be possibly a contributing factor?
No.
You wouldn't even grant it's a contributing factor?
No.
Okay. What about for the religious? Is it a contributing factor for them?
I think they're probably not having premarital sex to begin with.
No, but dude, just because you're religious, right, you can still give in to temptation, right?
Okay.
Don't you think that would be a deterrent?
I think they're more abstinent than a lot of secular people.
Sure. But wouldn't it be a deterrent?
No.
No. So
because I don't think a religious person would get an abortion. What the hell are you talking about?
Because you're religious, the person you're dating has to be?
I would imagine if you're dating a religious person, you're probably religious too.
No, that's not the case always, especially not for Christian men. Okay. They date secular women constantly.
Okay.
And it's a fear they talk about often. That, hey, what if I slip up and she gets pregnant? She can actually just take out my kid. There's nothing I can do about it.
But I want to
Which is why they date less and less secular women, trying to move more and more towards Christian women. Doesn't that lower the chance of dating? No, that doesn't? Okay.
I know you want to ask a question. We'll finish up the chats and you can ask the question here. We have Jason Cassell. Oh, really quick, Kai Baka. I don't know if you're still watching on Twitch. It won't let me trigger the gifted subs. I think you sent in 40 gifted subs on Twitch. Thank you so much, Kai Baka. Appreciate it. We have Jason here. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Jason Castle donated $100 to the feminist man. You may be one of the dumbest individuals to debate Andrew. You don't know what an alt is, you don't know what descriptors are, and you said F the logic. You are beyond dumb.
You did say fuck the logic.
I did.
I absolutely did.
Why would you say fuck the logic?
Because that's not what I'm here to talk about.
Well,
I'm here to talk about that red pill people are not dating, and I don't think it's helping them. That's what I'm here to talk about.
Okay, so, well...
Here, let's get through the chats just because we have quite a few.
Real quick.
Okay. And let's see, we have Jason Cassell again here.
Jason Castle donated $100.
And we'll be back.
To the dumb feminist man, the reason the feminism movement has gained the power it has is because of weak, dumb men like you. Way to go, dummy.
You want to respond to Jason?
I'm glad that the feminist movement has gained as much traction as it has.
All right. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that. We have Chef Dill Pickles coming in here. Thank you for that, Chef Dill Pickles. Appreciate it.
Chef Dill Pickles donated $99. Feminist, would you say it's about 13% of the fathers leaving?
The last stat I have is 1 in 4 households are fatherless. So that sounds about 25%.
All right. We have Ogle coming in here. Dill Pickles, thank you for that question. Got Ogle. If you guys want to get a chat in, it's $100, $99 TT. Thank you, Ogle.
Ogle_blue.net donated $100. Fella on the right has a good heart. It's in the right place, but his brain isn't working properly, unfortunately. Hopefully today's talk at least gives him food for thought over the next few weeks.
All right, Ogle.
I appreciate the half compliment. I mean, I'm not a debater, but I literally am here to try to help people get out of depression and get out of the red pill space. That's what I'm trying to do.
All right. We have Ogle. Thanks again. We have Stream Rift here. Thank you, Stream Rift.
Stream Rift donated $100. 2 attorneys, a law firm, and a sitting judge violated the law to intentionally keep me, a dad, away from my disabled daughter. Q for blaming men, Eastern District of Virginia, :1:25 CVO 0572.
I just want to be clear, that sucks, man. That sucks. Like, you can't be with a child. I don't know the whole situation. I want to be clear, I'm not blaming all men, but I'm saying that you can't blame single mothers when you're not looking at the fathers too.
All right, Stream Rift, sorry to hear about your situation, and he included the case number 2. Lulu here, thank you, appreciate it.
Lulu donated $100. Can this guy debate in good faith instead of resorting to this just my stance? The end? You came on this podcast to debate, so do it. When you can't defend when your ideas are challenged, why are you here?
So, no, I came here with an agenda for sure. I'm not the best debater. This is only my second debate ever. So, yeah, maybe I messed up on some logic, but I am here with an agenda to try to help people get out of the red pill. That's all I'm doing.
All right, we have Christopher Scott here.
Christopher Scott donated $100. This dude is such a petulant child. No, I'm not gonna answer. Butterfly logic. Quit whining, kitten.
Oh, it said pussy.
Oh.
But it automatically changes it. I don't know why. Christopher, do you want to respond to Christopher?
Nah.
You're good. Okay. Can you pop the doors open? And there's I know you said you were hot. There's an ice pack there for you if you need it, or...
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. Mary, just grab that ice pack once you get a moment. All right, and then we have some super chats we need to get to. Guys,
it could be I'm red. I have the Asian flush from the whiskey.
I think the whiskey might have heated you up.
I got the Asian flush. Did I get the Asian flush?
Well, you're Irish, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of Asian.
Yeah, well, they call it the Asian flush.
Okay. Yeah, no, I've heard of that. All right, we have emotional damage. I once knew a guy who talked, Mary, just on the corner of the table here.
Hang on, can I read this?
Yeah, go for it.
I once knew a guy talk like this dummy. He's now divorced and happily broke while his wife is living in his house and driving his car. He still feels content in his life because he gets to pay her.
Can you take that?
Because he gets to pay her half of his salary, lost custody of his kids. Such a proud feminist.
Emotional damage. Good to see you in the chat. Thank you.
That's sad for that guy, but I'm happily married and I don't see that as my outcome.
How long you been married for?
Coming up on 3 years. Together about 8 or 9.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And may you have many children that your wife can determine whether she wants to abort.
We don't want children, but we're not worried about that.
That's not. Why am I not just? Are you an anti-natalist?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
We have Lucas here. It looks like there's a string of them. One, what? The concept of submission outlined in Ephesians 5:22, wives, submit yourselves to your own husband as you do to the Lord, is not pertinent to intersexual dynamics, question mark? Oh, but wait, that's circle representing 62% of the population of the U.S. population. This guy is a woke clown, but let me guess, voter? Sorry, champ, my wife and I vote MAGA unapologetically.
Good wife, by the way.
Yeah, hey, Lucas is,
he's gonna have some good-looking kids.
Yeah. See, he's married. They watch the podcast together. That's good.
Would you say most of your audience is married? Most of mine is. I know you. I heard you say that.
Would you say that she is a misogynist?
I won't.
Is Lucas
I don't know anything about
Let me caveat it. It may not be most of them are married, but most of them are in marriageable age, and a significant portion is married.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Do you think of the content creators that we're talking about, including the audience here, would you say most of them are married or in a relationship? Or would you say the majority aren't?
Of the viewers?
Yeah.
I haven't told them. I wouldn't know.
Do you have like...
I'll go ahead and grant. Probably the majority of them probably aren't married. Why would that matter?
Or in a relationship?
I don't know. I haven't told them.
I mean, we're kind of about to reach a threshold soon where most of the population is not going to be married or in a relationship.
But the whole point that I'm trying to make is that I think red pill content is furthering that divide.
Yeah,
because it makes people not want to
actually,
date.
I wanted to...
Wait, let me just finish your chats, but
all right.
Just, if you want, just write a note, and
all
then
right.
we'll get it in. Oh, wait, I need to finish Lucas's. Hold on. Ogle, I'll come back to that one in just a moment. Let me finish up Lucas's. So, Sir Simpalot, can you square this circle for me? I'm happily married, red-pilled, Christian nationalist, MAGA voter.
So
base. So is my wife. So is my wife, by the way, on each of the preceding fronts, and yet, according to you, I'm a radicalized, miserable incel loner misogynist.
I would love to. The studies show that most people who consume red pill content are becoming isolated, angry, mad at women, and they're dating less. You are an exception.
Yeah.
What's interesting about like feminism, though?
Which of the studies show that, by the way?
All the ones I gave you.
The case of misuse of evolutionary psychology in online manosphere communities.
Yep.
The case for female.
All three things I just cited, different studies.
Yeah. Can you tell me though? You didn't put in who the people were for the studies, because oftentimes
you can click. I'll send you the electronic file.
Well, have you heard of what's called publishing bias?
Sure. Let's not trust stats.
No. It's not about that. Listen, hear me out here.
Okay.
There's something called the replication crisis. You ever heard of that? The replication crisis?
No.
When you go back to redo sociology studies, the vast majority of them can't be replicated.
Okay.
The vast majority, and that would be psychology and sociology. Would you say that these studies that you gave me are mostly sociological?
Yes.
Okay. And would therefore suffer from the replication crisis, and that would mean that there's a good possibility that up to 60% of what you just gave me here will never be replicated.
I think when you have so many studies saying similar things, I don't think that's an issue. I also think that you can grant that most of the red pill community are potential, like incels. There's a Venn diagram of people in the red pill.
But that's
community.
where publishing bias comes in.
But hold on. In the red pill community, incels are a big part of the red pill community.
What is an incel?
Someone who's involuntarily celibate.
Meaning they can't have sex?
Even though they'd like to.
Okay, so they can't get a hooker?
I guess, but maybe they don't want to. Maybe they want a real
so then
relationship.
they're not involuntarily celibate?
Do you not believe in incels?
So they're not involuntarily celibate?
Do you not believe in incels?
I'm asking you a question. Why are you
You're asking me a stupid question.
No.
Do you not believe in incels?
Can an incel buy a hooker?
Sure.
Okay, then you say they don't want to.
Potentially.
So how are they involuntarily celibate?
You think they should buy a hooker?
No, I'm asking how they're involuntarily celibate.
Because they can't get someone to date them, Andrew.
But that wouldn't be, I'm sorry, what does celibacy mean?
This is the same bullshit you do.
It's
What are we
it's
talking
super
about?
important.
If you
for
don't
us to-
acknowledge that incels are real, just say that. But don't try to play this game.
No,
Don't
I'm
play
trying to
debate
make
club
sure-
with me. Don't play debate
I'm
club
not
with me.
debate clubbing nothing. I'm
You're
making sure
debate
semantics
clubbing
are
me.
straight.
No, it's not. See, semantics are a big debate club thing.
Semantics are part
Oh,
of debate.
Do you believe that incels are real?
It's hard to say.
Oh yeah, of course.
Depends on what you
can't just say yes.
It depends on what
you can't just say
Listen,
yes
bro,
because this is what you do.
I will say yes or no if you just clarify for me that an involuntary celibate is a person who just can never get sex no matter what.
That's typically the definition. Yes.
Okay. Can these people get prostitutes? Can they buy prostitutes?
Who knows?
You don't know if they can?
Maybe they don't have money. I have no idea.
Oh. Okay.
Do incels exist?
By that definition,
Not my definition. Do incels exist?
Well, it depends.
Well,
Depends
do incels
definitionally.
exist?
From my definition,
This is some bullshit
from
game
my
you're playing,
definition
dude.
of yours.
Anyone's definition.
Just, bro, I don't know why you don't understand what semantics are.
I don't understand why you can't
I'm
answer
gonna
the
walk-
question.
I'll
I don't need to be walked
Bro.
through it. I don't want to play your game,
Bro,
dude.
I'm not playing a game.
Yes, you are.
I'm
Do
trying-
incels
Bro.
exist? Oh, not by your definition. I have no idea if incels exist. How could I even admit to
Oh
that?
my God. Okay, let me ask you a question. Do Leflipidoos exist?
Not that I know of.
Wait. What's a Leflipidoo?
Who knows?
Then how the fuck do you know if they exist or not?
Have you read a study on inflipidoos?
Why would that matter?
Okay.
I did.
Do Leflipidoos exist or not?
Okay, Andrew.
You know what I mean by
You think that's a very
Leflipidoo?
strong
What I
argument?
mean by
You think
Leflipidoo
that's a very
is yes,
strong
if you have a
argument?
proprietary definition,
Yeah, okay.
you can't. So this is what's called equivocation.
This
It's
is
fallacious argumentation.
It's called debate club. That's what
No,
you're doing.
it's equivocation.
It's called debate club.
Are you in a debate?
I don't think so. I think we're having a discussion.
No. Why?
Because we're having a discussion about
I'm
red
sorry.
pill
When you
communities.
sat down before the show, didn't you say I'm an
We're
excellent
having
debater?
a discussion about red pill
We're having
communities.
a fucking
But
debate.
now you're saying that red pill communities don't have incels, which is complete
not
bullshit.
what I said.
Well, they don't exist in your world.
Not what I said either.
You're trying to get some stupid definition
No,
that
I'm
doesn't
just
exist.
listen. I'm trying to explain this
No,
to you.
you're not trying to do
I'm
shit
gonna
except
explain it.
avoid the
When
question.
you're done, I'll explain
You're
it.
not trying. No, I don't need to be explained.
Well, I'm going to explain it anyway.
Well,
so just so that you understand, definitionally, things can be.
Here's debate club 101,
Yes.
everybody. You
And,
want to
and
be in
listen,
the debate club?
listen, everybody, because this is super important.
It's
It's right.
important. Incels don't exist.
We're in a debate.
Incels don't exist, by the way.
Well, we're in a debate.
All you incels out there, it's not true. All you incels, I'm sorry, Andrew doesn't believe you exist. He doesn't think you exist.
Well, when you're done, I'll explain.
I'm done.
Okay.
But I'm not going to listen.
So I'll explain.
So if you're an incel,
So he's not going to let me. You're not going to let me speak.
No, if you're an incel, Andrew doesn't think you exist. He thinks you should just go buy a hooker. Just FYI.
Which would definitely,
What?
Which would,
Andrew, just go ahead.
which, if you could buy a hooker, by his definition, would make you an incel. So, how this works is, if somebody has a definition of something as proprietary, right? I don't know what he means by the thing he's asking. So I asked him, does that just mean you can't get sex under any circumstances? Yes. Okay, can they buy a hooker? Yes. Well, then they can get sex under some circumstances.
So incels don't exist.
Stop, bro. So by your logic, they wouldn't be incels. Now, if you have a different definition than that, and you want to give it to me, I'm willing to engage with it in good faith.
You're not arguing in good faith. This is complete and utter bad.
You're not making an argument at all.
I'm saying incels exist, and you're saying, well, what do you mean by incel?
Yes,
That's
it's
not
important.
No, it's not important.
It's proprietary.
No,
Definition's
it's not.
proprietary.
No, it's not important. You're making it important. It's not.
Okay.
The fact that you deny that incels exist is so silly.
It's not what I did.
Hold on. Okay, so let me read a couple chats, and if you guys want to continue talking about that specific thing, we will. Ogle, thank you for the gifted 50 memberships. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. Guys, definitely
I'm on
check
cigar.
out Ogle. Just gifted 50 to the whatever. Thank you, man. I appreciate it very much. We have a couple chats here coming through. We have Ogle. Speaking of.
Ogle_blue.net donated $100. It wasn't meant to be a dick. I appreciate people who have good intentions and act on them. There's just the road to hell is paved. For a reason is all I'm saying.
Thanks, Ogle. And honestly, man, I really am here to try to help as many people as I can. That's really all I'm here for. I'm not here to win a debate and, be in debate club. I'm trying to really help incels and people in the red pill community who feel lonely and depressed.
Yeah.
But Andrew wants to play definitions.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible. I want you to clarify what you mean by things.
No, you want to play a definition game.
17 years. 7 lawsuits filed against me. Parents filed. 3 protection orders. 3 false arrests. Untold thousands of dollars. I wondered it almost killed me. I don't blame guys.
He sent one in earlier, right? Was this the same guy who included the case on that was Screen Rift? Well, it seems like there's some ghost. He had another poor experience. I assume this is related to divorce proceedings, child custody proceedings goes, really started
All
to
the
hear
same.
that.
Same, and honestly, man, I appreciate that you fight for your children. That's all I'm asking for, is that men who want to be with their children, they fight for it. I'm sorry it's so hard. That it shouldn't be that
You
hard.
sorry
but
it's so
that's what I'm
hard.
saying should happen should you have a child.
It shouldn't be so hard. It shouldn't be?
I don't think so.
Okay, you know what? Great. This is a great red pill talking point.
Wait, let me
They-
just... Okay, go ahead.
They
Yes,
also-
let him
they
cook real
also don't
quick.
believe that it should be so hard. And so they're fighting tooth and nail, especially, men's rights advocacy, MRAs, men's rights advocacy groups, so that's not so hard.
That's one subsect of the red pill community, but again, as we established, the red pill content creators that we're talking about promote
Well,
promiscuity.
you only mentioned two.
I mentioned 3.
Who?
Andrew Tate,
Yeah.
Fresh and Fit,
Yeah.
this podcast.
This podcast does not promote
But I'm
promiscuity.
trying to avoid it because I like Brian.
No,
I'm trying to
this
avoid it.
podcast does not promote promiscuity.
Okay.
I need
It
an
doesn't
example
promote
for that.
marriage.
Yes, it did. Well,
You do,
yeah.
but I'm not saying you do.
Well, wait a second. I'm sorry. I thought it was about dating. Your whole time wasn't enough about dating.
It doesn't
need to promote marriage.
It doesn't
Think
promote
about
marriage.
fresh.
Does it need to? Should
I
it?
don't think parents should get married.
Should
That's
it?
fine. I
Should
think so.
should the
I think
dating
so.
podcast promote marriage?
I think so.
The dating podcast should promote marriage.
I think so. Yeah. I think that isn't that the point
But
of
you
dating.
can't ask
Isn't that the
questions.
point
But you
of dating?
can't ask questions about abortion.
Isn't that the point of dating?
But
Why
you
do you
can't-
date
but
if you're not going to try to get
but
married?
you can't ask.
Why do you date if you're not going to try to
Actually,
get
there's a
married?
lot of people who want to get who date. Who get married. Yeah,
Okay,
tons.
but should you?
I don't think so.
Okay, well then shut up.
Why don't you?
No,
That's
I
our
think,
perspective.
I think people should get married if they want to get married. That's what I think.
Yeah. So then they should be able to date without getting married.
Sure, if they like to.
So then, what are you even bitching about?
I'm not bitching. I'm saying that
That's
this
fucking.
podcast,
But
Fresh
that's
and
like
Fit, and Andrew
circular
Tate,
retard shit.
Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit, and I'm sorry,
These are
Brian.
circular
Brian
retard
doesn't
shit.
believe in marriage, and these people.
It sounds like
You don't believe
Yeah, I don't. I just
You just said
got
you
the way
married.
conversations go.
I think people should get married.
People
if
try to
they
talk
want
about real
to.
shit.
Oh, great.
That's what it
So
sound
is
like
that a
to me.
promotion of marriage? They should get married if they want to. Is that promoting marriage? Is it?
Sure, Andrew.
And answer my
Logical
question.
and
Are you
illogical.
promoting marriage by saying, "Hey, everybody, you should get married if you want to"?
It's not promoting marriage.
Well, I tell you what, it's a lot less than what I promote.
I'm not saying you.
Me, a staple of this show.
Here, we got a couple more chats here, guys. Almost done. We got Jason Cassell. Okay, there he goes.
Jason Castle donated 100.
It sound, I sound unhealthy. It sound unhealthy because niggas like this just walk around, just no logic.
You are a feminist, so you will
This fool literally earlier said,
because you don't
F the logic.
tell her what to do.
I'd like Jason to define what a real
Oh, I
man
can't
is, so
make
we
it
can send
F the logic.
A real man is a guy who sends in another $100.
Or champagne pop. That's an option. Maybe a little liquor for
F
pieces.
the
or
logic.
Real man sends in the champagne pop.
A little liquor, maybe. I don't know if it will
That dude's a
get things
feminist.
more aggressive.
And then I'll make sure that he doesn't get any.
You'll drink. You'll pound the whole
That's
bottle.
right.
You'll
I'll
pound
make
the
sure he
whole
doesn't get
bottle.
any.
All right, we got Red Fox here. Thank you, man. Thank you, Jason. Good to see you, man.
Red Fox donated $100.
Thank you, man.
If your goal is to convince people away from Red Pill, why don't you just talk to Andrew and thoroughly think through your position? Instead, you divided the audience. You seem like an useful idiot.
I would love to talk about just the red pill, but Andrew puts conversations into all kinds of different things. We're talking about abortion. We're talking about single mothers. We're talking about all this stuff, even though I'm trying to pull people out of this.
So I'm trying to give a justification for red pill ideology, and one such justification would be that women have reproductive control, which could create incentives for men to not want to be with women in maternity. Now, you literally told me that is in no way, shape, or form, because I asked you 5 times, I wrote it down 5 times, and you said that that is in no way a contributing factor. Do you think right now anybody should ever take anything you fucking say seriously after you said that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to help people get out of this thing. You're just
Yeah.
trying to keep people divided.
Okay.
Christopher Scott donated $100.
Thank you, Christopher. Appreciate
You're
it.
not here in good faith, you won't answer questions. You whine about everything and act like a child. Man up.
Do you want to respond to that or no? Okay. Christopher, thank you for the super chat. We have Lucas here, and then we'll get back to the debate portion. Lucas, Pink Hat Wearer, I have an honest question for you. You say you have a podcast of female guests geared towards helping men. Do you truly believe right-of-center men align with your positions, or is your target audience white dudes for college genuine question from Lucas there.
I appreciate the genuine question.
Oh, wait, how
I
is
only
that
started
so
a
many?
month ago, but I've
50?
gotten over 1 million views, and I've gotten a lot of messages from
I'm in a
people
queue.
who are Red Pill, and they say, you're giving me hope that all the stuff that they say out there about a man has to be 6 foot tall, a man has to make 6 figures, a man has to have 6-pack abs. Those are the only guys that women want, and the women I interview are definite, especially the married ones, are saying that isn't the case.
That's black pill, though.
A lot of people have said, thank you so much, I appreciate it. Fathers have reached out to me and said, hey, I appreciate what you're doing. My sons are going to watch your videos because I really hope they don't go down the red pill rabbit hole. Yeah. So it has nothing to do with left or center. I'm not a political person. I mean, I am personally, but my podcast has nothing to do with politics. It really is, let's help these guys see that women aren't the, pariahs that podcasts in the red pill space make them out to be.
You're talking about black pill descriptors?
I'm talking about people who listen to red pill content.
Yeah, I know, but that's not where, even the guys that you just stated, Tate, all those guys, they don't say that that's all women want. What they say is that if you want to heighten your chances for dating the type of woman that you want, right, you would work on male self-improvement, and here's things that you could do to do that.
That is not what they say.
Yes,
they say you should. If women only want high-status men, that's what they say.
No, they don't say only either.
Yes, they do.
Okay, so listen. Do you understand that, like, if you work at a fucking Starbucks as a woman and you're dating a janitor, he's high status to you, right?
What?
Yeah. Did you hear what I said?
If someone's working at Starbucks and they're dating a janitor, that man's high status?
Yeah, if he's making $29 an hour as a fucking janitor and you're a barista, he would be high status, right?
I don't know that they'd see it like that, but okay.
Okay, well, how do they see it? You tell me.
They see it as like, I like this guy, I don't want to date him. I think that's what they see.
Okay, no. How do these red pillars see it?
They see it as no one who works as a janitor will get a woman.
No, they don't see it that way.
Yes, they do.
No, you're totally.
They do.
You're totally wrong in this.
No, I'm not.
These guys.
So have I.
No, it's you.
Yeah, I'm talking about the content creators.
I'm talking about the actual people who listen to it, and they write me and say, there's no way a woman would date somebody who works at McDonald's, and that's not true.
And they are, listen, I don't know what these individuals are telling you.
Well, talk to the individuals.
But I'm going to tell you what the content creators are saying.
Okay.
And by the way,
I also watch what they say.
Okay, well, here's what they say. Here's what Myron Gaines would agree to, and I guarantee Andrew Tate would agree to it. I guarantee you that both of those guys would, and I know Brian would as well. Okay? They're trying to say that, of course, men should work on male improvement. It doesn't mean that all women on planet Earth are only going to want you if you're in the top 1% or the top 15%. That's fucking absurd.
Yeah.
If that's absurd, then tell me why every red pill
Oh,
I
yeah,
come
here we go.
across believes
Watch
that.
this.
They don't.
They do.
They don't.
Every
Sling
red pill I
this
come
boat,
across.
it's nice.
You know what? Show me a message.
I'll show you. Go through my TikTok. Just go to my TikTok right now. Scroll through my comments.
No. Just show me a sissy. Oh, in the comments.
Come here. Put the nuts on that motherfucker, dog. Come here. Come here, motherfucker.
Trying to answer.
No, you're not.
I'm not sure that it's legitimate. No,
It's
because
not legitimate.
Some rotten food,
legitimate
dude.
comes from Myron Gaines.
I don't know.
That a janitor can't date a woman at Starbucks.
All right.
That's fucking crazy. Would never say it in a
Fair
million
enough.
years. I know the guy. He would
Give it a
never
shot.
say that shit.
I'm telling you that when I ask women, would you date someone under 6 foot tall? Every guy in there says that's just not true. That's just
I've been
not true.
doing
That's just not
like
true.
KOS
Because they believe
a
the
lot.
shit that they're
I ain't
saying.
really been messing with people
That's
so much.
bullshit.
No,
And
it's
here's
not.
the thing.
It's not bullshit.
Yeah,
It's true. And this is
every
the point
guy
I'm
in the
trying to
room.
make. Every guy who listens to Red Pill. Let me tell you something. The fact that you don't care about these fucking guys is
I don't
a problem.
believe it.
You don't care about
I don't
these guys.
believe you.
Andrew, let me tell you something. Do you think there's a problem with male unalives in this country?
Yes.
Okay. What are you doing about it?
Well, I mean, the first thing I did was advocate an anti-war position because PTSD is what led to a lot of the unaliving stats.
That's some of the stats, but there's other people that aren't in the military that
What
unalive
was your
themselves.
question? What was your question?
What do you do to help these people?
And do you think that advocating for an anti-war
No.
stance that doesn't help people on the
When someone has what happened? Let's say there is no more war and people still have PTSD.
They get treatment.
Okay, so you believe in treatment?
For PTSD, there's lots of men's groups which are good for treatment.
Do you believe in treatment for severe depression?
Somebody
In
shooting.
some cases.
What
See what
cases?
I'm
What do
saying.
you advocate
Well,
for
it
it?
depends.
Try to talk to his
It would depend
ass.
on the criteria for severe.
Everybody's so
What-
freaking
how-
scary
what-
and
I
ain't
can't
killing
get
on
out
side
of
all the
fucking bed
time.
in the morning and all I think about is unaliving
Or-
myself.
Yeah, like the incels.
Yeah,
95% of them report
that.
that.
You may have to have medical. No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
95% don't report that they
Yes,
can't get out of bed in the morning.
95%
Oh,
report.
that's the
95%,
Of
chill.
course you do, because you don't give a shit about people.
Because it's not
you don't-
true.
You don't care about people
That's
unaliving themselves.
literally not true.
Do you believe in therapy?
in some cases, therapy can be helpful, and in other cases, it fucks people up.
Okay. What cases is therapy messing people up?
So psychology. Okay, let's get into it. Psychology is the study of the mind. Can you tell me what is the disease process for you to diagnose a person with a psychological disorder?
I don't know, but I do know that
because it doesn't fucking exist.
Okay, so what? That doesn't mean therapy doesn't work.
Okay, how does it work?
Have you looked into studies about CBT?
CBT, like the marijuana stuff?
No, that's CBT.
What is CBT?
You don't know about cognitive behavioral therapy?
No. What is it?
Well, then...
What is it?
It's one of the most successful versions of therapy that have helped a lot of people get out of depression.
Okay, what does it do?
It's a talk therapy that basically shows cognitive dissonances
So it's a study of the mind.
It's not a study of the mind.
Yes, well, it has to be. Because
it's talk therapy where...
Talk therapy doing what?
To help you elevate your mood and get you out of bed.
And could you go with like, I don't know, an instrument and do a little test on a guy and be like, oh, your depression level was here,
hello,
and now it's here.
Hello, my friend.
Do you know how people
answer my question? Do you know how, and then ask me?
Someone to see you.
And then ask.
No.
Nah, he says CET, like CET, like brain damage. You know, the NFL football player type shit.
Yeah, because it's not a disease.
Depression's not a disease? No. This is why I know that out there, if you're depressed, Andrew doesn't give a shit about you.
It's not a disease.
He doesn't give a shit about you if you're depressed. It's just something in your head.
I will bet you $100 right now you can get your cell phone and look up if depression is actually a classified disease.
For the record, if you have depression,
if
you have depression, Andrew doesn't care. It's not a disease. Cognitive behavioral therapy doesn't work.
Is it a disease? Bet $100.
Yes.
Okay, then go grab your phone.
No, I'm not grabbing shit.
You're not gonna bet?
No,
because it's not a fucking disease.
So people aren't on.
It's not.
There's not camera I need to look at. Yeah. If you're depression, Andrew doesn't care if you get help. He doesn't think you should get help because
did I say that?
Because depression isn't real, by the way.
What?
Depression is not a real.
Hey.
It's not a disease.
No, hey.
It's not a disease, so that means you shouldn't get it treated because it's not considered a disease.
Hey, yo, homie, I can see you in the window right there.
Understand. How do we get from depression's not a disease, and that means that depression doesn't exist?
You don't believe in the treatments for it.
No. What I was trying to demonstrate to you is that psychology is a study of the mind, and because of
Hey, what's
this,
up?
you can actually do interventional treatments on people, which do more damage than good. Because
show me a study that it does.
Don't shoot. Did you do this? Did you do that right there?
To start studying where 60-70% plus can't be replicated.
Did you do all this, bro? What is the matter with you, dog? Kill that zombie real quick.
Therapy isn't real to him. Therapy is bullshit. Yeah, psychology.
Therapy is bullshit. I asked him if he thinks therapy is real.
Is bullshit. Yeah.
I asked him if therapy is real.
I'm not after you. I want you to kill that zombie, homie. Damn. Get him. Get him, dog. Look, you see?
There are several studies that show the improvement.
There's several studies that are done by the same people who are studying the mind.
If you're depressed, Andrew doesn't care about you.
Yeah,
I just want to point that out.
I don't understand.
See?
When did I say depression's not real?
You don't care about the treatment.
Yeah, when did I say that?
Damn. I tried to get at him.
Depression with things like hormone replacement therapy.
That's one avenue.
Yeah, so I don't understand.
I think he said CET. I'm pretty sure.
Replacement therapy under the guide of an actual medical doctor, right? Who didn't get a fucking arts degree in psychology, by the way, but an actual MD, right? Who gives you something like hormone replacement. That stuff is truly effective for treating this type of stuff. There can be limited instances of men's grooves, which seem to help with PTSD.
Everybody in DayZ has trust issues. Like if you're not running with somebody that you know, then you solo.
Okay, so if you have severe depression, maybe get some hormone therapy. That's what Andrew's recommending instead of going.
I mean, I did try to act like I was gonna bandage and run up on his ass.
What's the cure rate for the severely
be fair.
depressed?
CBT has significantly improved people with severe depression.
CBT has. How many?
I don't have the study in front of me, but it's significant.
How much?
It's significant, just
You
like
don't
you said
know?
earlier.
You don't know?
You said
Does it
earlier.
play? Does it play the other person's voice through the stream? Does it play the other person's voice? You probably can't hear because the two idiots I got in the background.
You don't care about people with severe depression.
What
You
are
don't
you
give a shit.
talking about?
You don't care about them.
Because
so many people in the red pill community have severe depression
This
and
is
you
the
don't care.
weirdest- one of the
So
weirdest-
many people in the red pill community have
I
severe
know.
depression
Yeah,
and
get
you
it
don't
out.
give a shit.
So you have to understand how illogical this is, how much it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because it's all bullshit.
Me saying that
I know, right? right yet.
Psychology means that I don't
That's the way
care
it's supposed to
about
be.
people having
I be trying to set traps like that. Like,
Can you explain that logic to me?
You don't care about the
Can you
treatment.
explain
don't
that
believe
logic
that
to
the
me?
treatment is real, and you think the only thing that you should do is go to hormone treatment therapy.
No, I
and
didn't
also
say
you
that.
think that
When did I say the only
also
thing
you think that people with PTSD, it kind of works there, but if you have severe depression as an incel, it won't work there.
Yeah, it didn't say that either.
That's what you're saying.
You know, you're just straw manning me.
Sure, I'll straw man until you correct me.
Okay, so anyway, so are there alternative therapies which you can recommend?
You don't even know what CBT is. What therapies do you know about? CBT is the most popular, by the way.
Okay, yeah, so what?
So you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay, so help me out here. What is psychology?
It's a study.
It's a study.
Yeah, it's a study.
Okay.
Help me out here. Why is therapy bullshit?
I
I
dance
didn't
these
say
songs all
therapy is
day.
bullshit. Okay? What I was talking about was psychology being bullshit. There can be therapeutics, I said, which work. 1,000 times I said this. There can be therapeutics which work.
Which ones?
But if you're talking about therapists,
which ones?
Well, especially for people, so the ones that I'm familiar with are people who have PTSD, and there seem to be therapeutics which work inside of these groups who've gone through very similar experience, and them being able to discuss and form communities around these types of things.
There's another little gunshot over there.
I'm not
Go
sure
investigate,
that
get
it's
shot
because
in the
of the
face.
discussions as much as it is about the community they're forming.
So what is your solution for the vast number of people who consume this content that are reporting severe depression?
Well, I don't. First of all, you haven't demonstrated that's the case. You just say here's some studies, but
no, that's not enough.
Well, I'd have to read the studies.
Are men unaliving themselves at an alarming rate?
Yeah.
And that's a concern for you or no?
Yeah, it's a big
The main debater,
But you don't believe therapy.
guy that's the
well,
Christian
no,
conservative is a white man. His name is Andrew Wilson. I don't know
Some
if you know him or
therapeutics
not.
can work.
He's like
for
real
some
big.
men,
Excuse me.
depression,
He's like really big in the debating scene.
What? And I asked you this question earlier, and I've just, in a good faith way, answered a ton of yours. Can you answer this one for me now?
What's that?
Men who get divorced, what happens to their unaliving?
Yeah, there's a lot of men who get divorced, and I get it, and I feel for those men, and I hope that they get the help they need. But you don't care if they get the help they need.
But why would they need to get help if they didn't get married? Hence, didn't get divorced.
Well, people get divorced. That happens.
Yeah, but now if they don't get married, then they don't get divorced.
Okay, great.
Now, when they get divorced, the primary reasons that they report this depression is that they lost custody of their kids, right?
Sure.
Yeah, but I thought that women having control over men's kids didn't have anything to do with why men didn't want to get into the dating market.
That's not the reason people aren't dating.
No, you don't think that a big contributor...
That's not the reason people aren't dating.
So the reason you think that people aren't dating and marrying is because men are terrified that women will divorce them and take their kids?
No, I don't think that's the reason they're not dating.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think that's why they're not getting married?
No.
Oh, okay, so why?
Because college-educated people are still getting married.
Yeah, so, okay, is it that most men?
It's a good percentage.
No,
but,
it's not.
Okay, it's a good percentage of women.
Yes, but
they're getting married to somebody.
I said men. I asked
yeah, but women
men.
are marrying somebody, aren't they?
I asked men.
But women are marrying somebody, aren't they?
Just because you're a woman in college doesn't mean you marry a college-educated man.
Okay, but that's still, if people who are college-educated are still getting married more, including women.
Nobody said...
So if women are marrying somebody...
Whoever disputed this?
If women are marrying somebody, they're marrying men.
But you're concerned, I thought you were a big marriage advocate, right?
Yeah.
Don't you want marriage advocated for?
I want people who really want to get married and find love to do it, yes.
So you think that these men who ordinarily would be playing into the dating market, trying to find a wife, are not concerned whatsoever that she's going to divorce him and take his kids?
I don't think that is the main reason people aren't dating. No.
Okay, then what's the main reason? I didn't say dating, I said marriage.
You have to get dates if you get married, Andrew.
Yeah, no, I'm asking about marriage specifically.
You have to date to get
married,
married,
Do you think
Andrew.
that a big deterrent...
You have to date to get married?
What does that have to do with my question?
The question is, you said, why aren't people getting married? It's like, well, I'm talking about they're not dating, it's juice.
It's strawberry lemonade.
Fucking garbage.
It's
strawberry lemonade.
So anyway, back to this. I'm asking about marriage, not about dating now.
Okay.
Marriage.
We're talking about...
Why do you think do you think that a lot of men don't want to get married because they're afraid that there could be a divorce and their children taken
Oh shit, that's a
from
group right there,
them in
look.
the future?
Hey, what's up, bro?
Because I think if they're dating,
I think if these people
Whoa.
are dating, they're likely to eventually get married should the relationship progress.
Why your dude got the blame me out right there, bro? The dude that's crawling right there in the back. What's wrong with him?
I don't know what you want. The waters and frame.
All right. This is OCD.
The dude is tripping out, bro.
So anyway, back to this.
What I'm saying is that I think that if people are dating, the eventuality, should the relationship go well,
What is
will
it?
be marriage. People aren't dating.
What you mean is?
That's the whole point.
I'm gonna come see. What is it?
So I don't think if you're dating, you're not gonna say, you know what, I can't marry you because I'm afraid you're gonna take my kids. That's what I don't think that's happening.
So you think that they would rather stay cohabiting?
Yeah, why don't you check that? Why don't you check that out? Oh, come here. Oh, come here. Oh, come here. Sit your ass down. Oh, come here. Oh, you're bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding, buddy. You know that's your ass, right? Oh, you fucking back up. Back that ass up. What you got? Oh. You got close. Come here. Oh, come here. Come on over here.
Your prescription, which is more dating, and then I ask you, does that lead to more cohabitation? You say yes. It would actually.
Oh, damn.
More men unaliving. So. No, it's been cohabitating.
It's dating too.
Come here.
Come here. That would be the big side effect. Which
Come here.
Okay, so in order for men to...
Hey, look. I'll bandage you up. If you stop swinging, I'll bandage you up, brother. Come on, man.
That's what red pillers think too. They actually care about men unaliving.
Red pills are going their own. Do you know about men going their own way?
MGTOW is different.
They're also red
By the
pill.
way, MGTOW 100% doesn't want cohabitation.
I'm not saying they do. They're going their own way. That's another part of the red pill community.
Yeah.
So they're pushing do not date.
Well, if
Chill out,
the
bro.
case that you think dating leads to cohabitation before marriage and their prescription doesn't lead to that, then there's
Throw it.
some
Yeah,
fucking
throw it.
lies from you.
Let me tape you up. Don't swing. Don't swing. Ah. Now why you gotta be like that, bro? Come on, man. See, I'm telling you, bro. People ain't just shit.
I'd like to see a study on that.
Yeah, actually, I can send those to you. What's your number?
I'm not gonna say it on air.
Let's light the camera. Go ahead.
Here, let's do a little prompt change here. We'll maybe try to move through these a bit quicker. So, Raphael, you said that the atmosphere exploits male pain, and by extension, I suppose you would say Andrew exploits male pain, but offers no real healing.
It's the slow way. Hey.
A lot of Andrew's rhetoric and content that he pushes, it's basically, again, demonizing women, demonizing feminism, which makes a lot of the men less willing to date.
Gotcha.
A lot of people in the red pill community are not dating women because they actively see them as adversaries. They actively see them as the enemy. I think pushes that message.
Just one clarifying question.
Yeah.
Even if that is what he was doing, can you just for the prompt, can you just explain how he's exploiting male pain?
Yeah, so I think the more riled up and angry that the audiences are, the more money people make. That's why I think that's the exploitation.
I make the most amount of money during chill streams.
Okay. But it's normally angry men that follow these podcasts.
I thought you just
Damn,
said
what these
angry
niggas
men
doing?
are the more money I make.
Right.
Okay.
Because keeping them angry, they're gonna stay around.
So, let's. Do you think that like Joe Rogan, for instance, that he makes all of his money off of angry men?
Not necessarily. But I'm not talking about Joe.
Well, I thought you just said that you make more money if the audience is angry.
The red pill community.
Oh, it's specific to the red pill. Okay. So, just to make sure that I got this right, I'm doing this.
I think you are. I think Fresh and Fit
Yeah,
are.
but let's just start with me because I'm here.
Okay.
So, what am I doing that's riling up men and making them upset?
You continue to demonize women, and that gets your audience
Do I
excited.
demonize women or do I demonize feminists?
Both.
Okay, how do I demonize women?
You say some pretty nasty things about them, and I've watched a lot of your podcasts, and if you're going to deny it, that's fine, but...
Okay, so I'm not going to deny that I've cracked jokes sometimes at the expense of
just
women.
like
Hang on.
joke.
At the expense of women, that's true, right? But no, I really don't demonize women as a group.
Do you call women a lot of names on your podcast?
I call usually a woman.
No, you call groups of women names.
Like feminists, yes.
No, that's not a name. That's not a derogatory name, at least.
It is to me.
Well, of course it is. Because you hate feminism and you continue to demonize it, and you continue to demonize women, and you continue to demonize women on your podcast, just like Fresh and Fit, just like Andrew Tate.
Do you think if men agree with me about the ideas that I have, right, that they want to date feminists?
I don't think they want to date women.
Yeah, they definitely want to date women.
They're not.
They're married. A lot of them married.
Maybe on your individual channel, but not on this podcast.
How am I riling up a fucking bunch of men to not
because
get married when they're married?
You also come here. This is a bigger audience in your channel.
Yeah, and guess where they move? My channel.
Yeah, the angry men continue to move over to your channel.
Oh, okay. Where all the married men are.
Not all the married men.
Yeah, that's where. Listen,
show me the breakdown. Show me the breakdown of people in your podcast that are married.
I bet you right now you're about to see a massive sound off of people
I
like
would love
I'm
to
married.
see it. All married people.
Switch over to the live chat. Watch this.
Follow in the chat.
Yeah, put it up.
We could do a poll. Let's see if there's a.
Now this would be the whatever sample though, but we can do it on the Crucible, and I guarantee you.
I also don't necessarily think that your poll is going to be accurate, but go for it.
Well, I agree. I literally I do agree with that. But the thing is like YouTube has much better breakdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you had asked me, I would have actually sent that before the debate.
But that's what I'm saying. I think Fresh and Fit has that breakdown. I think this podcast has that breakdown. I think Andrew Tate has that breakdown. And I can tell you they're probably not married people.
Yeah, I demonize mostly feminists.
You demonize women too. You call women all kinds of names. I've heard it myself, especially on your own solo podcast.
Then why is it though that I have so many female followers?
Yeah, so many.
I actually do. Yeah.
What's the percentage?
About 10% for my channel.
Whoa.
Do you know that YouTube is male dominant?
Red Pill's male dominant.
No. YouTube. So TikTok is female dominant.
Okay.
It's like I think 70% women.
Okay.
Right? YouTube male dominant.
Okay.
Having a channel, right? Like most women's audience is men on YouTube. Okay. The fact that I have so many female followers is actually not common for a male podcaster. It's actually not common.
Well, good for you, but I'm saying that most of the Red Pill community is not that way.
Okay, but who are we talking about?
I'm talking about the Red Pill community.
Yeah, what am I doing, though, to exacerbate this problem of men hating women?
I've already explained that.
Yeah, not really. You just say, sometimes I crack jokes about them.
I didn't say anything about jokes. You said jokes.
Yeah.
I said you demonize women.
Okay, well, here's the thing, too. I crack jokes about Mexicans.
Yeah.
Am I demonizing?
Your audience could be pretty racist,
Am I demonizing?
Your audience could be pretty racist, too. I encountered them firsthand in the first debate.
Am I demonizing them? Mexicans?
Well, if you're riling up hate for Mexicans in your chat, then yes.
Because I got a lot of Mexicans in my chat.
Okay, good.
But if I'm making Mexican jokes,
I didn't say jokes.
Yeah.
You keep saying jokes.
Yeah, because
no one else is saying jokes.
They're literally jokes.
They're literally jokes.
Tell me anything I've said about women broadly.
Think of a name you possibly have called women. Think of any name you possibly have called a large group of women. Just think about it.
A large group or all women?
Is there a comma after large? Like, are you
What do you mean?
I'm saying like
large women?
No.
What? What's the word?
I'm saying women as a whole, as a generalization.
What?
I'm asking if you've done it.
I mean, nothing comes to mind.
Okay.
Well, I said what?
I just don't think this is in good faith.
Well, why don't you say what you?
Yeah.
think
What did I say?
I mean, you call them sluts. You call them.
No.
Oh, yes, you do.
No.
Oh, yes, you do.
No. In fact, slut is not a word I say often. I'll call individual women skanks.
Okay.
I don't actually say slut.
Oh, skanks. It's such a funny joke.
Yeah, and no, that's not a joke to call an individual woman a skank.
You don't do it individually.
Yeah, I do when I say skank. Yes, I do.
Your show.
Then give me one time.
I just did.
Okay, what?
I said you called them sluts.
I don't.
Okay.
So I say all women are sluts?
You said it before.
It's never happened.
I didn't say all women. I'm saying sluts. You just say sluts.
Saying the word
These are sluts.
So if there's two women and they both fucked 100 dudes, I can't say they're sluts?
Sure.
How is that demonizing women?
Is it saying nice things about women?
No, it's saying mean things about those two people.
It's not talking about two people, Andrew. You generalize.
If there's two,
you generalize about women so much. And the fact that you won't even admit it is sad.
You're generalizing
about women
you're
so much.
You're calling them incels.
And so do...
Why are you calling men incels?
I have studies that back up that they're incels.
Oh, you have... So do I need a study to back up that a chick who's banging 100 dudes is a slut?
No, you're talking about one person, but you're talking about generalizing all women. That's something you do constantly.
And I'm waiting
That's
for the
something
example.
that Fresh and Fit does.
Example.
Give
me the example.
They generalize women.
I'm fucking right here. Tell me what I've said about all women.
The point is, I'm talking about the Red Pill community.
Tell me
I'm talking about the Red Pill community. I'm talking
You
about
said
yes,
I
and I
do
did.
it.
I've already said what you've done.
When?
But you're denying it for some
Well, tell me
fucking
when
reason.
I've ever said all women are sluts.
Do you want to go through all your damn podcasts, man?
You think if I did it, you'd have an example since it was pertinent
I've
on your
seen
list?
you do it, so yes.
When?
I don't know, 2 weeks ago, Andrew. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I've watched
you
a
don't
lot of your
know.
bullshit.
Mhm.
I've seen so. I've
Okay, I'll
loved
tell you
your
what.
voice so much.
I'll tell you what. This is fair. What type of content do I do?
Mostly political.
Mostly political.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is the number one type of show that I do?
You do debates, but I say the topic you debate the most, if it's not Christianity, it's feminism.
So you think the most popular content on my channel is debates?
I think so.
Okay, followed by political commentary.
Sometimes you have political debates as well. We had a political debate.
Yeah, I know, but you just said political. Most of my channel is political
I think you
commentary.
consider yourself a political commentator. That's what you say every time you introduce yourself.
Well, no, that's not what I say. I say I'm a political commentator and what?
I don't know what the and is.
Political satirist.
Sure, politics, as I said.
Political satirist.
Okay, so
What is
am I
a
wrong about being
satirist?
political? Am I wrong about you being more political focused? Is that are you
Yeah.
making a different point
Well,
or?
no, what I'm saying to you is
Is that
that
a
I don't
zombie?
actually think that you
Aw.
watch my show.
I have.
I
Hey.
don't think.
Been on
I don't
your
believe
show,
you.
Andrew.
Then what is the thing?
Hey, hey, buddy. Hey, over here. I need your assistance. Right this way, right here in this doorway. My back. No, not up there. Yeah, this way. My back. My neck. Hey, how you doing? I need some medical assistance. Please don't punch me. Please don't punch me. Look, I'm hurt. Look how bad I'm hurt. I'm injured. I don't got nothing. Whoa. Oh man.
Degenerates. I don't think it's called red pillars degenerates.
You literally said red pill content creators are.
Cool, they got me
degenerates,
as
including
oh,
Myron
Mr.
Gaines. You even said you had disagreements with Brian. You even mentioned Brian by
yeah.
name in that same
Yeah,
statement.
do you remember when I said that there's a difference between the red pill and what?
Sydney.
No, I don't.
Content creators.
You mentioned Myron and Brian by name.
Yeah, so I'm talking about content creators.
Those are content creators.
That's not the red pill. The red pill's a
You
descriptor
said red
packet.
pill content creators are degenerates. You're not talking about the packet being a degenerate.
Yeah.
You're talking about the creators,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
So-
So
Dang,
the
it's kinda
creators are
not
degenerates.
so bad,
So
kinda cool.
you mentioned Myron Gaines and you
Yeah.
mentioned Brian
I didn't,
by name.
I didn't. Yeah. So here's the thing. Again, if you're talking about red pill content creators, there's a lot more of them than fucking Brian.
But we're talking
There's
about
somebody over
ones.
there getting that
I
ass
was
whooped by a
We're
zombie.
talking about the big ones.
Yeah,
the ones that have the
there's
most
other
reach.
big
We're
ones.
talking about the ones that have the most reach, and that's these people. They have the most reach.
Okay. What matters is who's informing their opinions.
The content creators.
No. Who's
Yes.
informing the content creators' opinions?
I don't care. The
If
content
that's what
creators
matters.
No,
though.
they're disseminating the message. That's what matters.
No, what
They're
matters-
disseminating
they
the
can't
message.
disseminate the message they're not getting.
It doesn't. They're disseminating the message. I don't care if you learned about Nazism through something else.
So-
if you're disseminating it, you're still
The thing
disseminating
is
it.
that if there's hundreds of red pill content creators, which there are, all you're doing is pointing to 3 creators you don't
The
like.
biggest ones.
No, first of all, the combination of all other red pill creators would be bigger than these 3 biggest ones.
Okay, sure, but they're the biggest ones.
What's he running
The
for?
combination of the message.
Let's go and
that
get
he's
it.
talking
Then why'd you
about,
highlight those two?
It's not the biggest.
Then why'd you highlight Myron Gaines and
Ah, what you running for? Let's go and get it, baby. We this far into it. Let's go.
When you were talking to that guy on the iPad, you said your sound's low. Yeah, if you don't remember, it's because you lack of sleep. But you were talking to a guy, I think it was on Tuesday, on your own show. You said red pill content creators are degenerates.
I don't
You
know
did.
what the context is.
It's literally.
Oh, come here.
There is no context. Of course you're trying to.
Easy. Boy, I got the golden hands, baby. You know?
Okay,
Oh,
let's
come
show
here.
his channel.
What show is it?
Whatever you were talking to that guy.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
iPad, I don't know who it was that you were talking to.
Oh, come here.
I don't know who it was.
Nah, baby, too slow,
But
baby.
you were on the show. I think it was Tuesday. You said this exact thing. I would
Oh, come here.
I was on my show?
Hey, watch this. Come here. Oh, hey, what's up, nigga?
I would love to have this pulled up.
Show it.
Is it behind your
Oh, you got next? All right.
I saw it.
You saw it.
Oh, damn.
Can send us the clip of it?
Yeah.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
I don't have no guns.
While we're doing that, Mary, can you pull up? We did the poll.
Send the clip.
We had 2,200 people answer the poll. Are you married? Is
I
the
know.
question.
He said I got next. He got a mic too, though. I like
38%
fighting
say
fist fight people with the mic.
62% say no, just because you guys.
Oh, dude, it should put me right back at Sitnik though. It should put me right back close. I could get the dude with the Freddy Krueger shirt on.
All right, here I'll read some chats while you're looking at that. We have, and guys, if you want to get a chat in, $100 for a TTS.
Turn this all clear. Let me see if I
Get a
get.
little message in here while we're getting that pulled up. We have Lucas.
Lucas donated 100 first.
Aw, man, put me all the way in Choplin. Let's get back to it. Oh wait, there's a person right here. Hey, I see you. Hey, come here, help me. Why he gonna run off? Help me with the zombie, brother.
Damn, that's crazy, Jay. Damn. Is the TTS a little too loud, chat? You know if the TTS is a little too loud. We have Lucas. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate it. Chat, is it too loud? Let us know if it's too loud. You got another one coming in here. Jason said.
Okay.
Lucas donated $100.
Thank you, Lucas.
Here come another. Oh, there's a Freddy Krueger church, man. He got his ass whooped too. Hey, homie. Hey, homie, come here. Oh, brother. Hey, yo, homie, was you just in Sitnik?
I'm not just go through it.
Freddy Krueger shirt. Was you just in Sitnik right now?
Well, that was
Oh, you got your ass whooped too?
years ago.
Let's get this.
Yeah, I got the clip.
Let's get this work real quick. Come on.
Go. The conversation was from speaking.
So your channel posted a clip from 2 days ago where you said Red Pill communities are degenerate.
Well, I don't know. I don't even know what that was said. I'm just explaining to you that that's a real.
I'm right here.
conversation.
I'm in the field.
I think it's to be
Yeah. Come on.
a year and a half ago. I'm not sure. Yo, Rick. But I'm pretty sure it's not from.
Watch out behind you. Watch the green guy. Hold on. Green, don't jump, green. Hold on, wait. Let me get green first. Come on, I got you, go. Come here. Yeah.
Explain the difference between anxiety/depression.
So yeah, we're definitely seeking more help than we ever have, which is why it seems like it's complicated, but it's because people are actually like trying to get the help for the first time. Anxiety is more a general worry about the future. This is very general.
Yeah.
And depression is more of a general, overwhelming sadness that is more than just the emotion. It's like you literally can't function in society. You just feel absolutely.
Yeah. And it's really interesting to me that.
Terry donated $100.
All right.
A good chunk of Andrew's viewers are red-pilled men and women who does more for his audience than 99% of creators out there. Watch his reverse grip streams as an example. Zero facts like.
Yeah, he has no
Uh-oh.
idea how to watch the show.
Right. I just pulled up the clip that from the show you said, right?
Yeah, you watched a clip that from.
Uh-oh.
2 days ago.
No, it's not from 2 days ago.
It's Lucas.
I mean, I got posted 2 days ago.
Ah, GG.
Intellectual godfather of the so-called Red Pill Rhodes
Rhodes
Mossy
Mossy.
is
Hey,
in a marriage with a 20-something-year-old married daughter.
GG.
For that matter, I would consider my. Oh, he continued. He continued. Okay, so the soup chats that were marked 2 and 3 is following this super chat. The ones that came in through Streamlabs, where he said, "My old man."
Look at me now.
Red Pill Man, and then 3. Yeah.
Give me
Thank you,
some more with
Lucas.
no
Appreciate
lag.
that. Sorry for the confusion there with the ordering on these. Appreciate your support, man. Why don't we swap the chair, Mary? Can you just get a chair? Because your chair is
Where is this?
Swap the
Lenska?
chair.
Oh, I should be allowed people.
He's trying to find this. CBT is BS. When I first noticed I had issues doing things I enjoy, I turned to the VA. Psychology there used CBT and told me to just go out and do things I enjoyed. There's nothing about how to do it. I'm not 100% PMT disabled because of this worthless crap. Brian asked, thank you for the YouTube super chat. Man, really
Brian, I'm sorry for that experience, but I highly recommend a book called Feeling Good by Dr. David Burns. It's a really good book on CBT, and it's something you can enact on your own before you.
He did say
therapy, but
CBT.
It's something that I highly recommend you read.
I was wrong. I stand corrected. He just reset it.
Crazy to me with all this treatment available that when people were coming back shell-shocked from world wars, they were unaliving themselves less than they are right now at your age.
Here, just pass it to her. Okay. Here we have Joe.
But true.
Joe, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Just blank one. Appreciate it. We have Guy Sneeden. If you can type that in. I don't date because 3-0 foes are trash. Conservative women are hard to find. Brian and Andrew are awesome. Guest, give your blue hair wife my number. I'll show you what a real man is. Do you want to respond to Guy Sneeden here? And does your wife have blue hair?
She doesn't. She has blonde hair, beautiful blonde hair. But I will say that the fact that you're calling women 304s indicates that you're probably single, and I doubt you could pleasure a woman.
Wow.
Oh,
Guy
shit.
Sneeden says you're probably single, incapable of pleasuring a woman, incapable of getting her. Okay. Thank you, Guy Sneeden. If you want to respond, we got Skirbaderpy.
Exactly. Emotional appeal after emotional.
Yeah, I'm here for an emotional appeal.
This guy has been making emotional appeal after emotional appeal, but can't back it up with logic. In fact, he said F logic. That's where he lost the audience. He won't answer questions.
Won't answer them.
Dude, you know that guys are bent towards logic, so why don't you make an effing argument?
The argument is a lot of red pillars are isolated, they're angry, they blame women, and they're dating less. I'm trying to help them stop doing that, and red pill content is pushing them further down the rabbit hole.
Erroneous.
It's not erroneous, it's literally factual.
That just so you know, that's still not actually an argument. That's just a statement.
Well, it's a true statement.
Well, but it doesn't tell us anything.
We got to get back to it, so we're able to
He
find
seems
it.
to snap
I'm
back
gonna move on.
No shock. You can find
argumentatively
it.
quickly.
There, Andrew. Give me another 10 minutes. How about that?
We're in the middle of a...
No, he's saying this bullshit, like trying to weasel out of it, because he
we're
doesn't... You know what, Brian? He doesn't want you to hear it. That's the reason.
I want
he
to
doesn't
hear
want
it.
you to hear it. Well,
You're a fucking degenerate.
he doesn't want you to hear it.
He has...
Many times I've told him to his fucking
Oh, this was where I was at just a while ago, and I missed. Oh, this was where the homie shot me at. Hey, you. Hey, homie.
You know what a degenerate
said it. You just said it.
Bro, do you know what a degenerate is?
I have premarital sex.
Hey,
He thinks
check it
I'm
out.
a degenerate.
Oh, hey, look, I got a gift for you, homie. Chill out.
You also promote it. You're a fucking
What you
degenerate.
doing?
Okay. Wait, are you against...
So, like you promote
But
it.
I think red pill people. That's what I'm saying. You don't believe in red pill communities.
Oh my God! How many times do I have to tell you this?
But he's
I'm gonna tie
not...
this
You're not
thing.
red pill.
I'm not a red
Tie
pill.
this nigga up.
You advocate for them.
No,
You literally go on their shows.
I advocate for the red pill, not for red pill
Bro.
content creator. Myron Gaines having sex out of marriage, fucking degenerate. I told him that to his face.
And what message?
Stop, bro. My turn.
What message?
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
And what messages are they promoting? And what messages are they promoting to their audience?
When you're done filibustering,
And what messages are they promoting to their audience?
Okay. What message? Go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah. So here, just so you know, I've called most of these guys.
Hey.
Okay, most of these guys, but especially fucking progressives like you, degenerates, because all of you who promote sex outside of marriage are fucking degenerates from my view.
Have you ever had sex out of marriage?
Do you understand
Did you
that?
have sex out of
Yeah.
marriage? Oh, so you're a degenerate?
I was.
Okay. Good for you. You saved yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you have something else there? To go with like your little... Did you own me? You feel like you own me on that one?
Yeah, a little bit.
New prompt here, guys.
You feel like you got me on that?
Yeah.
And was Andrew Wilson completely consistent again?
So, okay, in your TikTok bio, or this might be on your Instagram, you say, masculinity, dating, and what women actually want unfiltered. What do women actually want?
I don't have a prescription for what women want. I ask them what they want.
Nah, come here now.
I share that information. That's it. I don't tell them anything. I don't prescribe.
Gotcha.
Let's go over some of the other prompts then. You have men. Healthy
Let's get with it
masculinity
now. You
is
don't-
expansive,
now.
not rigid. Can you just define what you mean by that, I guess?
Where is that?
I'm
Where
my
did I say
shirt
that?
It
on
was in
over
one of
here.
the- you said
I'm
positive
matching out
claims
here.
I would make in the debate. Healthy masculinity is expansive, not rigid. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I just don't subscribe to the idea that there's only one way to be considered quote unquote masculine.
So like traditional gender roles, you would Traditional
generals, you can be masculine in traditional general, but I think if you're not, that doesn't necessarily mean you're less masculine. For example, if your wife makes more money than you, I don't think that makes you less masculine.
Andrew, so the positive claim he makes is healthy masculinity is expansive, not rigid. Is that something you want to bite on? Or?
Yeah, but you have to get into semantics.
I don't want to get into semantics.
Another dude right there.
That I can't get a position.
No, because for the sake of the conversation, will you get into semantics?
I hear what
The
you're
human
saying.
need,
but
huh?
Do me a solid.
But I get it.
Are you my homie?
We're homies.
homies?
We're homies. But what I'm saying is, Andrew has does these tactics, man.
Let's
It's
do
not about because but he's doing bad faith arguments, right?
Oh, come here. Oh, come here. Oh, come here.
He's doing bad faith arguments. You like the argument? You will. I know.
Oh, what?
You're mad because I'm you're trying to stop me from preemptively
Peace
making
out.
an argument.
Okay, let's get into it.
Okay,
Let's
great.
do semantics.
So I
Did you
just
like the lemonade, by the way?
I just want to know what you mean by masculinity. What does that mean to you?
I don't have a solid definition. My general definition of masculinity, and it's very loose, is basically men doing the right thing because it's the right thing. And it's not the best definition because I don't think masculinity can be so defined.
What?
That's my definition.
Men doing the right thing because it's the right thing.
Correct.
What's the right thing?
10, I see you still got. Okay.
Protecting people,
Okay.
being good to people. That's what I think is masculine.
Protecting people and being good to people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but what does good to people mean? What does that mean?
See, I'm not getting into morality.
I'm not even getting it.
But that's where it goes. That's where it goes, Andrew. That's where it goes.
No, I'm just asking what this means.
I gave you my definition. Move on. Provide your definition. Provide whatever it is you want to
Yeah,
do.
so I can give you my definition of
Sure, go for it.
masculinity, but you haven't given me yours.
I did. Go for it.
So
I did.
I just want to make sure I got it right then, and I'm going to write down every word. Masculinity is men doing the right thing.
Because it's the right thing, not for any.
Yeah.
So they want to knock me out of area.
Doing the right thing because it's the right thing.
Yes.
Now, I need you to understand this. I know that you think that these are sneaky debate tricks, right? Even though I've sat across this table, this, by the way, is the first time ever that I've been in studio and had a one-on-one debate where it's even been slightly heated. And usually we start serious, where it's been a 1v1, where it's even been, well, no, with two degenerates. That was the only other time. Literally, that was the only other time in a 1v1 where it was even really
never
heated.
gotten heated. You've never gotten heated, dude.
It was pretty tame. No, I'm serious.
You've never gotten heated.
No, what did I just say? Can you even
In a
repeat
one-on-one
that?
debate, it's never been heated.
No. What did I fucking see? You don't even listening, dude. You don't even know how to listen.
This is the
I
only
said
one.
in this studio, this is the only 1v1 that I can think of where it's even gotten heated.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the case. And usually it's because I clarify everything before we start talking about it, so we're not talking past each other.
Yeah, because you love definitions. It's your favorite thing in the whole
Because,
world.
dude, how do we know what we're talking about?
You know what we're talking about.
No,
You
I
just
don't
wanna-
know.
Yes, you do.
Okay, masculinity is men doing the right thing. Okay, well, I think the right thing is for you to fucking, I don't know, punch yourself in the fucking dick. Now do it.
Great.
So you're feminine. You're feminine.
Okay.
Punch yourself in the dick or you're feminine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because you're feminine.
Good point.
Fucking stupid, dude. You
Yeah,
have
good
to
point.
tell me what these things mean.
Good point.
Tell me what it means. What does
No.
it mean? What is the right
That's
thing?
my definition.
What is
Go
the
ahead
right
and
thing,
define
bro?
your thing. No,
What is
I'm
the
not
right
doing
thing,
it.
bro?
I'm not doing it.
What
Tell
is
me your
it?
definition.
What is the right thing?
Tell me your definition.
You haven't told me
Tell me
anything.
your definition.
Tell
me your definition.
I think that masculinity is when men
Tell me
beat
your
up women.
definition. Tell me your definition.
I just did.
Okay, well,
I think masculinity is when men beat up women and kick them while they're down.
Well,
that's the only way to be masculine.
you
A man.
say that in jest, but a lot of truth is said in jest.
No, it's 100%.
A lot of
true.
truth is said
You
in
gotta-
jest.
You got
A lot of truth. A lot
fuck
of
'em
truth
up,
is
you know,
said
you
in
gotta
jest.
really get in
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, joking like
Yeah.
that is, that's coming
You know
from
how
a
it
real
is.
place for you.
You
That's
gotta
coming from
get
a
in
real
there.
place.
Yeah.
That's coming from a real solid
Yeah,
place.
I mean, I would give you a
No, that's
definition.
coming from the soul, Andrew.
Yeah, I'll give you a
That's coming from the
definition.
soul,
Are you gonna
buddy.
ask me questions
That's
about
coming
the
from the
definition?
soul.
You gonna ask me questions
Oh
about
man,
it?
you really you
Yeah.
meant that.
Yeah.
You meant that.
Yeah, then you got to kick them when they're down.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You can't let the bitches up.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a joke, right?
Yeah,
it's
they're
just a
out for-
joke.
they're out of their
Yeah, a
fucking
lot of
mind.
truth is said
Yeah.
in jest, Andrew.
Yeah. Is it?
Absolutely.
Like when you were, like before the show started, and you were making hate jokes about yourself? Is that when you tried to tell me something?
I never once did that. What are you
Oh,
talking
come
about?
on, dude.
What do you, did he just really make that up just to say some bullshit?
Come on, dude.
Did I miss something?
No.
Everybody missed it because that never fucking happened.
What I'm pointing out to you, right, is when you're bad faith like this, I'm going to be bad faith back.
Okay, go for it then. You've been bad faith this whole time.
There's no, bro.
You're a bad faith debater.
Asking you about your proprietary fucking definition.
I gave you my definition. I'm not going to go into morality because then it becomes.
We're not even going into morality. I'm just asking you what the right thing is.
When you ask somebody what good is, when you ask somebody what is good, is that not morality?
Define the fucking thing by what is good. Then I have to ask you what good is. You fucking dolt.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to get into morality with you because it's the same bullshit every time with you. This is your favorite argument is morality.
Then what? You should just look at the camera and monologue, dude.
I will.
You're not debating. You're just screaming.
I got a prompt change then.
Well, he doesn't want to define masculinity. He only wants to, pick apart mine.
You haven't even defined it.
Sure.
You just gave a proprietary definition.
Yeah, it's your positive claim.
Yeah,
So what
but I have to define it for him.
Well, I defined it.
I have to define it for him.
I defined it.
You didn't, dude.
Did he define it?
No.
Or
It's circular.
He's not satisfied with
Listen, it's circular. Masculinity is men doing the right thing. That fucking doesn't tell us anything.
Because I don't have a very prescriptive version of masculinity. So that is my general across the board.
So then it would be fine for me
masculinity.
to ask follow-up questions about what the right
But
thing
I
is.
don't want to get into morality.
But you don't want to tell me any fucking answers to any questions.
Here, well, if you don't want to get into the morality, can you say, you said it's healthy masculinity is expansive. Andrew's got to take a little smoke break here. A little smoke break.
Because Andrew thinks masculinity is very rigid. If you don't fall within these guidelines, if you don't follow,
be nice. Come on.
if you don't fall within these certain guidelines, you're not masculine. That's Andrew's take.
Okay. Well, while Andrew's getting a little smoke break, we are going to let some chats come through. By the way, guys, actually, you know what? Pull up Twitch because we need to do a little Twitch shout out. Guys, go to Twitch. Pull up the actual Twitch tab.
I will not be adding on to that.
Guys, go to twitch.tv/whatever. If you're enjoying the stream, drop us a follow and a Prime sub if you have one. There's 1,100 viewers over there on Twitch, and I think we got about 9,000 on YouTube. If you guys can, just open up another tab. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can link it to your Twitch. It's a quick, easy way to support the show.
Damn.
Every single month. Fenris, Tempest, thanks for the Prime. Sally, thanks for the Tier 1. Lightseed, thanks for the Prime sub. It's been Chino, thanks for the Prime. Warped, thanks for the Tier 1. Guys, it's been about 2 seconds since the last Prime sub came in, and I think it got bugged. I think it's bugged, boys. Also, drop us a follow us over there. And then also, guys, if you want to support the show without YouTube and Apple taking their cut, you can do so through Venmo, Cash App, whatever pod. Andrew's coming right back. He just went out for a quick smoke. Also, if you're enjoying the stream, like the video. But Venmo, Cash App, whatever pod, 100% of your contribution goes towards us. YouTube takes 30%, and then if you're sending a chat in through the YouTube app on an iPhone or iPad or other Apple device, Apple takes 30%. So if you're sending in a $200 super chat, and usually the way you can tell if it's from an Apple device, if it's like $99.99, that's usually the indicator. So if you send in a $200 super chat through Apple, through an Apple device on YouTube app, they're taking $102 of that. They're taking more than 50% of your contribution. For what? Streamlabs.com/whatever. We're doing $100 reads and TTSs if you want to get those in. Let's see what else. Oh, also, guys, join the Discord. Discord.gg/whatever. It's really great. Raphael is actually a longtime member on the Discord. He enjoys all the misogynistic memes that we post there. I'm just kidding. We don't post any misogynistic memes. We post a bunch of feminist stuff on there. Shop.whatever.com if you want to get yourself some merch. Be sure to check it out. Andrew is about to return. Just bring the bottle of whiskey, Andrew. Do you want the bottle? Just drink from the bottle. Get him the bottle. Get him the bottle of whiskey. Let's see if we have. Oh, we got some chats.
Hang on. Let me just try this again.
Yes. Go ahead.
If you are talking about something and making a prescriptive ought, in this case masculinity, right? What it is and what men should be doing with it.
I didn't say it should be. I said that's my worldview.
Okay, your worldview. Great. If we dive into your worldview, right, and you have a proprietary definition, this definition meets no definition of masculinity I've ever seen in my life.
I know.
Okay? Yes, so it's proprietary. You agree?
Yes.
So it's perfectly rational and logical for me to go through your proprietary definition so that I can make sure it makes fucking sense, right?
I don't care if you think it makes sense.
I chatter. The one chatter is actually right. You might be the dumbest fucking person I've ever debated on this podcast.
And you're the most emotional wreck of a person I've ever
You'd
talked
be
to.
emotional too if you're. It's like arguing with a fucking kindergartner, dude. You don't even know what you're talking
Can you
about.
pass her the...
You like literally don't know what you're talking about. I don't care.
The whole point of the prompt.
I don't care.
The whole point of the prompt was that masculinity isn't a rigid thing, and that's why I keep it very open.
Yeah, okay, it's not a rigid thing, but that doesn't tell us what it is.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here. We'll do a couple chats here really quick, then we'll get right back into a prompt. We have Red Fox. Thank you, Red Fox. Appreciate it.
Red Fox donated $100. Andrew holds a deep veneration for women and their contributions,
talk about it all the time.
ecclesial traditions.
Deep veneration.
Feminist, what is the role and duty of women?
In fact, my religion would venerate the Theotokos. You know, that would be the mother of God. But, you know, the thing is even though I talk about this all the time, discuss how much we need matrons in society, how important it is, I just hate all fucking women.
No, you see them as just breeders. That's what you see them as.
Yeah, well, it's just breeders.
That's what
Do you think women have any duty to...
No.
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 Do men have
Never?
duties?
Yeah, no. Yeah, men don't have duties?
No, I think by my definition, they should do the right thing, but that's my
That would be a
worldview.
duty, you fucking dolt.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I
Damn.
don't know what duty. So they have the duty to do the right thing?
Let's
That's
not
what I
do
think.
insults.
Now let's do insults. What duty?
He said, no, let's do it. So,
Holds a deep veneration for women and their contributions, ecclesial traditions. Feminist, what is the role and duty of women?
In fact, my religion, we venerate the Theotokos. You know, that would be the mother of God. But, you know, the thing is even though I talk about this all the time, discuss how much we need matrons in society, how important it is, I just hate all fucking women.
No, you see them as just breeders. That's what you see them as.
Yeah, well, it's just breeders.
That's what
Do
you
you
see.
think women have any duty to...
No.
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 Do men have
Never?
duties? Sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah, men don't have duties?
No, I think by my definition, they should do the right thing, but that's my
That would be a
worldview.
duty, you fucking dolt.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, so
then they have a
what duty? So they have the duty to do the right thing?
Let's
That's
not
what I
do
think.
insults.
Now let's do insults. What duties do men have to do the right thing?
That's my worldview.
So they have duties. What duties do women have?
None.
No. Okay.
Okay, we have a couple chats coming through here. We got, where is it?
George drives you insane.
Yes, it does.
Drives him insane.
Jordan Flores donated $100. Andrew, I'm sorry. As a member of the Mexican community, we don't claim the Femme de General Vidal Crucible.
Are you part of that? Maybe
I'm half Mexican,
you could be
yes.
Puerto Rican. You could.
I'm half Mexican.
Okay.
But I would
How do
imagine...
he's apparently Jordan Flores is the representative.
Yeah,
of
he's
Of all
Yeah,
Mexicans
he's
who've ever lived.
disowning.
He works in the consulate. Yeah, no, he absolutely is probably another one of these single people that are angry. So, it's fine.
Okay.
I mean, you're married and seem pretty angry.
Between the two of us, I'm the one that seems angry,
Yeah, you
Andrew?
seem pretty
Between the
angry.
two of us?
Yes.
Nice job, dude.
100 times the women you have, so his sample size is far greater. Shouldn't you defer to the then since you love Moo studies?
oh shit, he scared the fuck out of me.
You've interviewed a lot. I think 2,000. 2,000 women. I know.
That's a lot.
That was kind of misogynistic.
And I've been
What
here
have you
for,
learned?
I've been here for
Jeez.
like half of that, by the way.
Why did you say
Damn,
geez
people are
when I said
everywhere.
You see, that seems a bit misogynistic.
How so?
It just seems a bit like, wow, you had to talk to 2,000 women.
I'm just surprised at the sheer
That just
number of
seems
women
a
you've
little-
talked to.
No, the way it came across.
Sure, but I'm explaining.
Was it was like, I'm sorry
No,
that you had
it
to
wasn't
do
that.
that.
It wasn't
Brian.
that. I'm just asking
Okay,
what
my
you've
bad.
learned in those 2,000 interviews. What have you learned?
From them?
Yeah.
Not a lot.
About women.
Not much.
No?
Just kidding. I've learned a lot.
Yeah?
I've learned a ton.
What have you learned? Share something.
Ask me at the end of the show.
Okay.
And I'll tell you. I shouldn't be too involved in the convo.
Hey, you donated $100. The red pill
Thank
isn't
you.
the problem. It's a symptom of a larger issue where men have had negative experiences with modern women and are still villainized. We find solidarity in our collective awakening.
Thank you, hey you. This is exactly what I think is an honest assessment of what happens. I said in my opening statement that red pill communities prey on men's rejection. They prey on men's anger. And I think that's true, and I think they do find community in Red Pill. I really do, and I think that's why they flock there. But I don't think it's effective for them. I think it's keeping them lonely, isolated, and angry, and they're not dating. So if it's not working, let's look for an alternative. That's all I'm saying.
Fair. Let's get into that. What's the alternative?
That's what we've been trying to get into this whole time, but you're trying to do some other bullshit semantic definition.
Okay. Listen, me asking you what masculinity is, and you saying fulfilling the general societal good, fucking is meaningless.
Okay.
It is meaningless.
Okay, because I didn't come here to necessarily to talk about that. I came here to talk
but
about the Red Pill community
this
is
is your
destroying
worldview.
men's...
Debates are about worldviews.
No,
dude.
debates. You play debate club, and I'm not here for that.
Dude, it's not debate club.
You
it's
try
just
to win.
a debate.
You try to win debate points. Like there's some judges out there. That's what you do,
bro.
You're not trying to have a real conversation about shit.
Yeah, I agree that I want my worldview to win, and I want my worldview to win a debate. But the thing is like, I don't even know what your worldview is because you can't explain it.
So your worldview is the red pill is working for men? Is that your worldview?
No.
Well, that's what we're here arguing.
Okay, if you want to do an internal critique of Christian ethics and my worldview, I'm happy to do that.
We came here to talk about the red pill and manosphere community.
Yes, and so when you're asking me about the red pill, what have I told you it is?
You said it's a data packet.
Yes, and so I can utilize, and Christians can utilize this data packet as well, right? And we can introduce it through Christian ethics in a prism that helps men, right?
Only through Christian ethics?
That's what I would prescribe.
Yeah, but most people in red pill communities aren't Christian Orthodox.
They don't have to be Christian Orthodox.
Okay, well the point is the red pill community helping men or is it hurting? Hold on, is the red pill community helping men or is it hurting them in your opinion?
Ultimately,
yes.
I think it's more helpful than it's bad.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would like to know what the alternative is.
Turn off the red pill at least for now. That's the only thing.
Yeah, but what's the alternative to it though?
I don't know. Consider trying to ask a girl out. Maybe.
Yeah, they never thought of that.
They're not doing it, Andrew.
Yeah, dude. Bro, you literally just said with that chatter that you agreed with his definition of what it was, what the problem was.
I didn't say anything about that.
Hang on. That with the way he said the problem was, which is that they had bad experiences with women.
Correct.
That means they're asking them out.
Not necessarily.
Then how are they having bad experiences with them?
Maybe they're not getting success on dating apps. I don't know. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going up to women in the street and asking them out.
So they're having issues approaching women.
Yes.
They're having issues
men feel
dating
rejected.
with women.
Yes, men feel rejected.
So what's the alternative?
The alternative is hopefully more positive content coming out. I hope my channel helps. I hope other channels help.
It's not telling me anything. What's the alternative?
I don't have the definite alternative, but I think the point is the red pill community is hurting men. The red pill community is hurting people. That's all I'm talking about.
But you said you were here to discuss the alternatives.
I didn't say. When did I say I was here to discuss?
I literally just wrote down alternative because you said, right? I have an alternative.
I said seek out alternatives.
What's the alternative?
I don't know, but it's not the red pill. If it's not fucking, get away from it. If it's poison, stop taking it. That's the first fucking step. Would you agree?
Not a single alternative.
If you're taking. Like I said,
you haven't demonstrated.
There's positive masculinity podcasts out there that I would recommend listening to.
Whoa, really? Wait. Positive masculinity? Okay, what is that?
Not the rigid sense that the red pill prescribes. Anything counter the red pill. Anything. Okay, I'll just call it blue pill for the sake of your stupid definitions. I'll call it blue pill.
And what is that?
The opposite of red pill. How about that?
Okay, well, what are they saying?
They're saying don't take the red pill. That's what they're saying.
Okay, got it. So let me ask you a question. This is a cool red pill talking point. Mm-hmm. I wonder if you can refute it. Do you think that that men care about body count?
I think some of them do.
Yeah, would you?
No.
No.
What?
Wouldn't care?
I wouldn't.
If she fucked 20,000 guys?
If I loved her, I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't care? 30?
There's no number. If I love somebody, I wouldn't care.
He said 30.
What if she had sucked 20 guys' dicks at once?
Do you think that's going to change my answer?
I'm just curious.
30.
I've already answered it. If I cared about somebody, I don't care.
Put back City with that big head.
As long as I don't have an STD, I don't care.
Do you think it's a legitimate preference that men have that they don't want women with high body counts?
I think any preference is legitimate.
Hey,
if
Jerry
somebody has
guys
a preference,
in
they have a
China.
preference.
Okay, so do you think that that's
No,
legitimate preference?
over there.
Sure, I said any preference is legitimate. Remember when I said that?
And then what do you think most men would consider a high body count to be?
I have no clue. I have no clue.
Okay.
Well, how would I know that?
Okay, fair enough. Do you think that most men would maybe consider 10 would probably be pretty high?
Not necessarily, no. Not in 2025, no.
You don't think so?
I don't.
You don't think that men would have a preference against being with a woman who's fucked 10 different dudes
I think
before them?
some men would, but not all men.
Yeah. So the men who would find that revolting, what do you think they should do in 2025 when you just said there's not very many women who haven't had that?
Fine. I didn't say there's that many women that haven't had that. I'm saying that isn't necessarily
Well,
such a
then
high body
why-
count for some people. I didn't say every woman has that body
I didn't
count.
say every.
Well, then they should find somebody that doesn't have that body count. That's what they want.
What if okay, but what if it's the case that an overwhelming majority of women have that body count?
Then men are shit out of luck, I guess. Is that what you're saying?
So how are you helping them?
I'm saying that I don't think that's the case. If that is the case and men don't want to change their preference, then they won't find anyone to
So
date.
you're saying that if they have a preference against this, that they should just change their preference.
I didn't say that.
So what should they do?
If every woman is disqualified, then they're not going to date.
So if it is the case then that promiscuity increases in society, which that's what the trends are showing, you at least agree with that. Promiscuity, the trends show that has been drastically increasing over the last 20
I
years.
said, I don't think it's that drastically different than it was when we were in college. So no.
Okay. You don't think that you don't think like OF has increased since you were in college?
That doesn't necessarily mean they're banging a bunch of other dudes. Porn has been around for a long time.
Yeah, but
What?
the thing is the individualized form of it has not.
Yeah, but they're often with their own partners and stuff, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
they do BG.
Porn has been around for a long time. Remember
Not
Jenna
at the
Jameson,
rates it
you
has
know,
been
all
now.
them? Like, it's been
Not
around,
even
dude.
close to the
It's
same
been
rates,
around.
dude.
It's been around.
Do you ever think we've been in a situation like with Zoomers, where it could be as many as 1 in 10 women do porn ever? Okay, ever? Like fucking ever.
Okay, those are OF people. That doesn't mean general women. There are average people get married every day, dude. It's not.
Marriage is decreasing.
But it's still average people get married every day. Even if they're
It happens. Listen, it happens.
So people are finding these people that are on
I
OF.
agree that we should be going for good marriages.
Why not?
Here's where our problem
Go ahead,
is.
just
We
do
should
it.
be going for good marriages. But here's
I
my
wanted
problem.
it that bad. Just do it. Go ahead.
When we get into the preferences of men, when you say we should be looking for alternatives, let's have alternatives to red pill for men who have preferences.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree with you, and I think body count matters to men in a big way.
To some men, yes.
Yeah, and I want to know what you would tell those men to do. What would you tell them to do?
If they're religious, they probably can find somebody in their church that doesn't have a high body count. I'm sure they can meet people when they're young and in college, because college people are dating and getting married. There's probably younger women out there that if you date them,
What
there's
about
a lot
the
of people that get
30-year-olds?
married. What about
Why
the
did I wanna
30-year-olds?
come
They're
back
not
to
all, I mean,
Oh,
they're-
yeah, that
they don't
pussy.
necess-
Let me
not
see
all
with
women
that
have
mug
high
in
body
the-
count, so I don't. But you make
in
it
the
sound like
campground,
you do,
yeah.
because that's still
That
like
guy?
your shtick. It's
Yeah,
like, that's what you
that
think
dude,
that all
yeah.
women are, you know.
No, I'm just saying that. Don't you think that?
Come here, learn.
Most women are 25. They've had at least 3 sexual partners. At least 5, maybe 3.
Maybe 3.
At least 3.
I'll grant 3.
At least 3.
I'll grant 3.
Yeah. So at least 3.
I don't say at least. I'll grant 3.
You'll grant 3, but you won't grant 5.
I can go to 5.
Okay, 5. And don't you think that
I can
once
go-
you
I
start
can
getting
go to
into those
5.
numbers, we're in like high body count territory for a lot of men?
4?
Depends on what their preference is. I have no idea.
If their preference is that they don't want a woman who slept with 5 men before them, or had, and remember this too, a lot of these times you're sleeping with these women are sleeping with these men, they're long-term relationships, right? So you think that if men have legitimate preferences against all that baggage, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think they should be alone?
No, I think they should find somebody that doesn't have that baggage. If that's
yeah,
what
but
matters to
do
them.
you think that there's enough of those out there for the amount of men?
I do.
You do, and you think
Yes.
that those women want those men?
I think average people get married every day.
Okay, well, that's not my question.
Well, it answers your question.
So then, how come you think that these incels can't find the women, which are based around their preferences?
I think a lot of people either stay in their house and don't get out. They don't meet people. They don't ask people out in high school. They don't ask people out in college. I think that's a big problem with men today, is that they're not asking women out. I think that's a big issue.
Okay. What? So we'll just finish with this real quick, and then I'll tie it all together.
Why they all up on me, bro?
Consider a mirror
Oh, no.
There's going to be some things that you would agree with. If you're like that, they're probably not to be attracted.
Sure, but attraction comes in many ways.
Well, they have to probably be physically attracted to each other, right?
To some degree, but personality and humor can win a lot of people over.
Yeah, but you still have to be attracted to a person to want to fuck them.
There's a lot of average people that get married every day, Andrew.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're not attracted to the other people.
Okay, so they can be
Attraction would still
attracted. They can be attracted beyond physical looks. It happens all the time.
Yeah, but the thing is, just like it's really hard for
He
me.
said,
It's
"Hoo-ah."
hard if you're not physically
It's really
attracted.
not.
It's not.
It's really not.
So if you're not, so you fuck women you're not physically attracted to?
I'm saying most men find most women attractive.
You think that men fuck women they're not attracted to?
I think they find most women attractive.
Yeah. So like, so you think then that like that men can just will themselves to fucking attractive women?
It's called a slump buster.
Yeah.
I think a lot of men find.
Hello.
You think they want long-term relationships with those women?
Yes, because they get married every day. Average people get married every day.
Average.
Where you
doesn't
going?
mean You're not attracted to them though. You keep on. You're making a conflation.
Yeah,
Because like they have to be attracted at least, right?
Sure, there has to be some attraction, but
Yeah.
again,
Some physical attraction.
sure.
Okay. And do you think that there's some like I don't know an obesity epidemic?
Sure.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so doesn't that lower the rates of
Maybe,
attractiveness?
but aren't the 600-pound ladies are married? Like, aren't they married? Like, it can happen.
Yeah, but they're usually married to like very, very unattractive men as well,
Well, they're
right?
attracted to them, so what does it matter?
No, they're not always attracted to each other.
So they got married just for what?
No. Sometimes it happens in the marriage. Right? Sometimes it happens in the marriage. They literally
point is-
grow apart.
The point is, people can find other people attractive. People want to spend their lives with people, but you don't want to push that message.
You know, what do you mean? I'm just talking about basic laws of attraction. Do you at least agree there has to be a trait of attraction?
Sure, but if 600-pound people can find a partner, then I think a lot of people can find a partner.
1 second. Sorry. I don't know what's going on.
All good. Quick little guys. We're like 300 viewers away from 10,000 concurrent on YouTube. Guys, if you're watching, help us peak at 10,000.
So anyway, yeah, so back to this. So we agree that there's at least one trait. Are there any other traits for marriageable women?
Sorry, repeat the question. I'm not really sure.
We agree there's at least one trait. There has to be attraction. Is there any
For
other
men,
traits?
you're saying men need to find a woman attractive. That's one of the criteria?
Well, at least one we could agree on. There has to be attraction.
Some attraction, yes.
Okay, what else for a marriageable woman?
I think if they enjoy being around the person, I think that's a big personality, humor, like same interests. I think those are a big factor.
Yeah, okay, they enjoy each other's company.
Correct. That's a big part of living together.
Okay, but so they enjoy each other's company. What else?
I don't know what this is going on. Let's see.
I don't know. They have similar values.
Similar values.
They agree on similar household duties, things like that.
Okay, so I agree. I would say that one you nailed right there. Similar values is the thing that I hear the most from both men and women.
Yeah.
Right? Similar values.
Yeah.
So if you were to, like, I don't know, ask a woman, for instance, about her political takes, and they were completely the opposite of yours.
Yeah.
Right? You probably wouldn't want to be with that woman.
Probably not. And you probably shouldn't.
So, like, if you thought, for instance, that women shouldn't vote,
Somebody's coming.
and they thought that they should,
Yeah, you probably shouldn't date that person.
yeah. So it seems like it's a pertinent dating question now.
No, I'm saying
No.
that in red
How
pill.
is that good? No.
The only people who think women shouldn't vote are red pill people. So I'm saying if they can get out of the red pill community, they wouldn't.
Yeah,
think
but
like
you
that.
just said that preferences are a thing which are completely fine, and you have no problem with anybody's preferences about anything.
Okay, yeah. If these people similar values, if they're like, hey, I don't think women should have the right to vote, or I don't think women should work, then yeah, go ahead and whittle those people out of your life. Go for it.
So just to make sure, right?
Yeah.
You think that if it's your preference, that you shouldn't be with women like that.
You know we can't let you leave, right?
What percentage
Well,
of the
according
population
to
do
you,
think?
it's the red pillars, and those are the men you're trying to
You know we
save.
can't let you go, right?
Yeah, and aren't those the men you're trying to save?
You know we can't let you leave, right, ma'am?
Is to have these types of women. Well, why do you think you don't?
You know we can't let you go, right? We do apologize. Yeah, you better get that thing out. Ooh, come here. Don't kill her, don't kill her, don't kill her, don't kill her, don't kill her. Don't kill her. God dang it. Look what you did, man. You supposed to just knock her out, man. Don't kill her.
He convinced me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope that other guys can too. Then.
Okay, so then inside of the red pill community, though, you do agree that there's like a massive repeal the 19th movement.
Sure.
Yeah.
And if they find women that agree, good for them.
Yeah,
I hope
but
they do.
they don't. But they probably won't. Right?
Okay. Well, then they're going to be alone then.
So then you don't really care about the loneliness of red pillars. You just just want them to change their preferences.
No, I didn't say that.
To meet your preferences.
There's a lot of people, there's a lot of red pillars that might change their whole belief system after getting out of
Okay,
it.
go ahead. Change my belief system.
I didn't say I'm gonna
Why
change
is
your
it that
belief
red
system.
pillars should get with women and want the right to vote?
I didn't say that's not what I'm
You have no
saying.
prescriptions.
I
You have no fucking prescriptions.
Listen.
It's like talking. Listen. No, you listen.
No, you listen. You've been
Give me
talking.
a fucking prescription.
No, I'm not
I just
giving you a
talked to you like that. What are you
prescription.
gonna fucking do about it? Nothing. Yeah, you heard me. You fucking heard me. You're not gonna do shit. Not
What are
gonna
you
do
trying
shit.
to? What are you trying to
Now
do
back
here?
to this.
What are you trying to do here?
Nothing. Yeah, you wanted to come hard. We're doing it, right?
Well, coming hard by what?
You just said don't. You just said what are you gonna do, right?
What are you? Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Dude, that is some insecurity.
Now,
I
are
wouldn't say
you
anything about
Are
that
you
shit.
now? Are you gonna engage here or not?
Hey, brother.
The 19th.
I don't think we should.
Got it. If you had a preference for
Get knocked out.
okay, and a woman didn't, probably shouldn't date, right? Right. That would make it a legitimate dating question.
But that doesn't. But that's not what you just said. You said I don't care about red pillars because if they can't find a woman that.
Yeah, you want them to conform to your
Really?
preference.
I didn't say conform to my preferences. I said if they get out of the red pill community, they might not believe these things anymore.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Conform to
All right.
to what your preferences.
I didn't say anything about my preferences.
You
Out of the red.
sorry.
If the red
Do you
pill
think that if
community-
all these red pillars adopted your preferences,
No.
like they don't care about
I
body
don't give a
counts,
shit about my preferences. Who cares about my preferences?
Okay.
If they can't find a
So
woman,
then,
hold on. If
give
they
me
can't
any.
listen, if they can't find a
Give me
woman,
any.
if they can't,
I'm following
find a
you,
woman
bro.
that
Go
has
ahead.
matched their preferences,
Yeah.
they get out of the red pill because
Okay.
it's not working for them. They might change their beliefs. I'm not prescribing a preference.
So-
I'm prescribing getting out of the red pill. That's what I'm
okay, so
prescribing.
can you prescribe any alternative?
Getting out of the red pill is the first step.
Yeah, that's not an alternative.
It is.
No, that's just that. Listen,
I don't know what it is.
It's like
I don't
saying
know.
this.
Oh well, we're gonna see.
Oh
wow.
Your
I
car's
saw
shit.
it.
Great, but I need to drive to work. Can you tell me an alternative car? No.
That's not the same thing. I'm
Same.
saying no, it's not.
Same.
Okay, take the blue pill then. How about that?
Okay, what's the blue pill?
It's the complete opposite.
Damn, brother.
Yeah, that doesn't tell me anything. What is it?
They'll figure it out.
Okay, they'll figure it out. Never any prescriptions at all.
No, because I'm not coming here to prescribe anything but getting out of the red pill. That's
Yeah,
all I'm
but
doing.
don't you understand that unless you give prescriptions for why that is?
Because it's not helping them. That's why.
Yeah, but you won't even tell us what the standard of helping them is. What is it?
If they're unhappy with the current situation they're in because of the communities they're listening to, get out of it.
Then
That's
tell
what I'm
us
trying
what
to
the
say.
alternative community they'll be happy in
First,
is.
throw up the red pill. That's the first step.
Oh my God!
Then we'll figure
If
it
you're
out
not
from
happy
there.
with your shitty car, then just get rid of the car. But what do I get in? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It's so stupid. Yeah.
It is.
It's so dumb.
You have no alternative.
It's so dumb. Yeah.
No
Keep
prescription.
prescribing the red pill then. Keep prescribing it. It's working for them.
I prescribe Christian ethics.
You also prescribe the red pill.
No, I just say that there's things about the red pill. You asked me a specific narrow question. Has it done more good or more bad? I think it's done more bad. That doesn't mean it's as prescriptor that I prescribe, because I also understand it does more good than bad.
Okay, well, you personally don't, but the communities themselves do, and the content creators do.
What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with literally fucking anything?
It has to do with what I came here to do.
Oh, okay, what'd you come here to do again?
To try to convince as many red pillars to get out.
Do you think you're doing that?
I don't know. Maybe some people are
Do you
listening.
think you're doing that?
I don't know. Maybe some of them might say, you know what, it isn't working for me. I'm gonna get out. Maybe that's what they're thinking.
You would have been better coming in
I don't
with
need.
a pro-Christian ethics message, because that actually gets them out of the red pill.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it does it a lot better.
Yeah.
That's why Muslims do a good job recruiting out of the red pill manosphere. It's why Christians do a good job. Secularist atheists who say, no, I don't give a shit if a woman's fucking plowed 100 guys. I'd still be with her anyway. That just turned off every motherfucker who was watching this episode.
All right, I guess so, bro. This is what we're doing.
Red pills meant towards Christian ethics.
I'm not prescribing that, no. But if it helps them, go for it.
And that would be a prescription.
No, it's not. There's
It
several
is.
things they can turn to that aren't Christian ethics. But if that is one of them, I'm not saying that there's, I don't know, but I'm saying there are other alternatives.
If Christian ethics is one, if you said,
Okay.
if religion in general is one,
Alternatives, what I got.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
Yeah, there's several people that live their lives in a secular way that aren't depressed and you know, incels. There's several ways you can live a secular life that doesn't necessarily have this hard and fast philosophy that you believe in. There are people that can get out of it and choose a different path. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, all you're offering up is more feminist degeneracy.
yeah, degenerate.
It is degenerate.
I'm not.
It's
I'm not
completely
promoting any
degenerate.
sort of
What
degeneracy.
your worldview leads to is cohabitation and single motherhood and degeneracy. That's all it ever leads to.
And what red pill content leads to is depression. And red pill content leads to depression, and it leads to loneliness,
You know
and
what?
it leads to
Here's
anger.
the thing. If you have to do the alternative spectrum, where we follow your view for cohabitation, we already know what that does to men, and it's way worse than if they never get married or if they do get married. We know it for sure.
Okay.
And your worldview, your secularist fucking worldview, feminist worldview is what led us to this in the first place. It was the erosion of religion, the erosion of Christian ethics, the erosion of having a patriarchal society. We used to have 95% they stayed intact. Thanks, man. Oh, now you care about them so much.
95% what?
Oh, marriages used 95%.
Because women were legally and economically trapped.
Bro, you think this is a better system?
Yes.
Okay, but then why do you say you care about these men?
Yes.
You want them to be free of the red pill?
Right.
Then why'd you put them in a fucking society where they needed it?
Okay, they needed it because of feminism. You're right. Blame women every chance you get. Blame women every chance you get, Andrew.
Did I blame women or did I blame
chance you
an
get.
ideology?
Okay, it's the
Yeah,
same
which
thing.
thing? No, it's not the same thing.
It's the same
You
thing,
just don't
and you know it.
understand
It's
how
the
to
same
debate.
thing,
You don't know nothing.
Yeah.
So again, this whole society, we had all of the things that you're prescribing. Men's health, really good. Women's health, really good. Yeah, it really was. And now, not so much.
Yeah.
Thanks to you fuckers.
Yeah, thanks to us.
So you want them to do the exact same shit. Same shit.
Yeah.
Cohabitate, have kids, let the woman take over when it comes to abortions, right? She can kill your kid, not kill your kid, totally up to her. You fucking deal with it. And if she has a high body count, just get over that preference.
Yeah, if the red pill's working
Fucking
for you,
brilliant,
if the
bro.
red pill's working for you, keep it. If it's not, get the fuck out.
Well, here's the thing. Your lifestyle doesn't. The lifestyle secularism, which leads to degeneracy, is what forced society into this fucking play anyway. So
You know what? I think a lot of men are angry that women have agency and they can live their own life.
Equals biblical masculinity, i.e., highly competent, patriarchal / family-oriented, honorable, unassailably virtuous, courageous, with impeccable integrity.
Doesn't that sound like my definition a little bit beyond the Bible? Doing the right thing because it's the right thing, like, family-oriented, honorable, virtuous, courageous, impeccable integrity. I don't know. You have Jason.
Jason Castle donated $100. Like I said, definitely one of the dumbest guys Andrew has ever debated. In order to have an actual debate, you need to understand your opponent's worldview. That includes their definition, dummy.
I didn't come here to play the definition game. That's Andrew's little tactic he does with every debate. That's why these are 5 hours.
Yeah, but I mean, don't you think it's fair that in order for you guys to have an understanding of what you're actually talking about, you both can agree on a definition?
Yeah, I do agree, but there's things that I think are given that he tries to nitpick anyway. Like, for example, if I said I think women historically would be oppressed, he would say, well, what's oppression? And then it's like he knows what oppression is. but he wants to play this semantic game, which leads us down a road, which makes him win argument points. But it's like we both agree that women have been oppressed at some point. So that's why
he might disagree, but I agree with you that he knows what. Well, he has his own sense of, or his own definition of oppression, but he's just looking to you to give your own definition to make sure that you guys are talking about the same thing. For example, how would you? And I'm not debating.
Sure. No, I like this conversation. No, for sure.
How would you define racism?
You're gonna get sick, man.
I define racism as a systematic discrimination due to someone's
You know that?
identity, mostly. Like I think
You got
prejudice
multivitamin?
and racism are two different things.
But for example, some people, and I don't know if you use this definition, will use the following definition of racism. Racism equals prejudice plus power.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Is that your definition?
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah.
No multivitamin.
The original definition.
Yeah.
Of racism,
Shit. Well.
That's not the original definition.
All right. Where you want to go,
So that's why I think
Mr. Random Man?
figure out the definitions of words, because especially with words like oppression, racism,
Is that really?
I have not been talking into the mic the entire time. I had it turned around, so I hope probably nobody heard what I was saying. My apologies. So the definition of racism, if it's prejudice, racism equals prejudice plus power. Andrew's not going to agree with you on that definition.
Right, but instead of providing his own definition, he wants to pick apart mine, and I think that's the bullshit that he does in debates. If you don't agree with my definition, provide your own. No, you're winning debate club. I'm trying to have a conversation.
I don't know what a conversation is. You don't even have a goal to listen for.
Okay,
All
sure.
you're doing is prescribing degeneracy.
All you do is believe in Christian ethics because it's your
No, I know
go-to.
the thing that worked for 2,000 years.
Oh, it works so well.
Yes, it did. For
Yeah, then
2,000
why aren't we
years.
doing it still?
We're trying to move society to it.
It's not going there.
Yeah, whatever. I mean,
It's
half
not
the
going
world.
By 2050,
yeah,
secularists are
what's
going to be more
the world
popular.
get-
By 2050,
secularists can't
secularists are going to be more
reproduce.
popular.
They can't reproduce.
No, they
doofus.
can't. They can't fuck.
Yeah,
We're the ones fucking.
They're not. No, they're not.
We're the ones fucking.
Do you want to know? Do you want to take a breakdown of population by secularists versus Christians? It's not even the same fucking universe, dude.
Okay.
Really quick, before we get right back into it, I just want to read
I can't.
a few chats.
Dude, you gotta let me go get some sleep. Yeah. It's 24 hours I've been up now.
How long have we been doing this? Like
hours.
3 hours.
It's time. We gotta wrap it on this, bro. I'll be back tomorrow, though.
30 minutes?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Let me at least let the chats come through really quick. Guys, okay, 30 minutes. So, yeah, we'll do 30 minutes. If you want final opportunity, $99 TTS. Also, really quick, guys, we're like 200 viewers away from hitting 10,000 concurrent viewers.
Let me ask this, too.
Join us real quick.
Is there any degeneracy you're against? Any?
I'm sure.
Like homosexuality?
No, I'm not.
Female promiscuity?
No. Welcome to a debate edition of the Whatever podcast. We're coming to you live from Santa Barbara, California. I'm your host and moderator, Brian Atlas. A few quick announcements before the show begins. This podcast is viewer supported. Heavy YouTube demonetization, so please consider donating through Streamlabs instead of super chatting, as YouTube takes a brutal 30% cut. Streamlabs.com/whatever. Link is in the description. We do prioritize messages that are made via Streamlabs. To read a message is $99 and up, and we're going to read those in batches at various breaks throughout the debate. There's not going to be instantaneous TTS, but there will be these breaks. Now, if you want to just tip and have 100% of your contribution go towards us, no platform fees, no cut, you can via Venmo or Cash App. It's Whatever Pod on both. The link is in the description. We're also live on Twitch right now. Pull up another tab. Go to twitch.tv/whatever. Drop us a follow and a Prime sub. If you have one, we have merch at shop.whatever.com. Discord.gg/whatever. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce the two debaters. I'm joined today by Andrew Wilson, host of The Crucible. He's a blood sports debater and political commentator. Also joining us today is Oliver Niehaus. He's about to graduate from Oberlin College. He is triple majoring in political science, philosophy, and legal studies. He plans to attend law school after graduation. He is a political commentator and content creator. The topic today is feminism. You will each have a 5-minute opening statement, then the rest of the show will just be open conversation with no prompt changes, but there will be breaks for messages from the audience. Andrew, you're going to open first, so go ahead.
Well, first, thank you again to the Whatever Podcast audience for having me. I always appreciate that.
See if I can get him to jump.
And of course, it's through you guys' donation the show is possible. And to the Crucible crew, I know you guys are watching. I'm wearing black today because it's going to be a funeral. And with that, I'm going to get into my opening statement. My opponent today told Jim Bob there's nothing wrong with having sex with a cadaver.
I need you real quick.
Usually that would be enough for me to just
partner.
walk away because no one will ever
I need you real quick. Come here.
again. But in this case, I feel the rest of his pro-feminist stances need to be eliminated. My opponent also refuses to define what a woman is, so I don't know how he can bother advocating for their specific rights or issues if he can't even determine what one is. Interestingly, my opponent believes there are no specific duties for men, at least according to his debate with Jim Bob, so I thought I would take a moment to... I'm sorry, hang on. I'm doing this from my cell phone, so give me a little grace. Interestingly, my opponent believes there are no specific duties for men, at least according to his debate with Jim Bob, so I thought I would take a moment to point out the societal and social expectations and duties which men have. Now, you may not believe they should have them, but they do have them under the current expectations which feminists have put in place. First, the draft. Second, any say over abortion, which the left demands they have no say in. The ability to deny association with women for purposes of safety. The ability to defend yourself physically against a woman. The social demand of sacrifice for chivalry to strangers who are women and children. The expectation they can't tell women what a real woman is, but a woman can descriptively attack what a woman is or isn't. Men have a bias against them in domestic violence issues. Men are expected to approach women for the purposes of dating and marriage, but are often called creepy and told they are making a woman uncomfortable by doing so. Men can't discuss issues they have with women in a collective way, or they're called misogynists and told they want to hurt women. Expectation to provide financial support during a divorce without the expectation of child custody. Expectation of having courage in dangerous jobs for the purpose of society where women are not. Expectations that male-only spaces like the Boy Scouts and clergy and other groups be opened up to women, while women, especially feminists going into all female spaces, are completely celebrated. The inability to bring charges of SA or battery against women for the same types of things. Women can claim battery and assault and be believed, and it's insisted that they're believed, just to name a few. Men are expected to be stoic, while at the same time more emotionally available and empathetic. Men are sent to schools governed by female teachers, which have rules which are tailored to the behavior of the feminine in girls and not the masculine in boys, and are oftentimes drugged to keep their masculinity under control. To celebrate male increases in powerful jobs is bigotry and oppression, but in females it's celebrated as glass ceiling breaking. Also, feminist things that we'll see often in society now, which have taken heel from the left, is men need to stop coming in women, not women need to stop opening their legs. There's almost no mutual assurance here when it comes to promiscuity in women. Most importantly, men are always the solution to any problem, even if they are the problem or aren't the problem. Men need to fix the porn problem because they watch it, even if women are the ones making it. Men need to get other men in line. Men need to be more XYZ. Men need to stop the simping, not women need to stop enabling simps by simp fishing. Women always appeal to men's behavior as the problems which need to be fixed, ducking all accountability thanks largely in part to the leftist males who want to fuck them. Next, let's examine some actual blatant stupidity, which will be the first thing I destroy my opponent on. My opponent claims that women's fear of men is justified, and their bias around a collective experience is what justifies it. Well, the obvious contradiction here, of course, is that I seriously doubt he would say bias against black people or fear would be justified based on white people's collective experience. Watching him try to reconcile that is not only going to be amusing for me, but it's where I'm going to begin my line of inquiry. When Jim Bob asked about the bear question based around race, he twisted himself into a pretzel to attempt to justify that the collective experience of one group was valid, but the other was not. What's so amazingly hilarious about this is it shows you just how weak the leftist position really is on this front. They selectively show that they back up the idea of group bias worse than the right does by acknowledging that group experiences are justified unless those experiences don't fit in with their version of political action. They are unjustified then This is such a blatant contradiction, it's staggering, and also it shows the primary weakness with intersectional feminist worldviews like my opponents. What happens if we do intersectionality only to find out minority classes oppress or show hatred towards the majority class, thus justifying
what the fuck?
Towards the minority? Well, in my opponent's
how in the shit did you do that, my G? Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill out real quick, brother. How did you get that fucking Adam Sandler arm like that?
Unless, of course, it comes to the collective power of women. Then one man can easily oppress 20 women, and the minority can oppress the majority, but somehow this is impossible with racial groups or other dynamics. Further, let me just finish. I'm almost done, and I'll give my opponent a little extra time if needed for his opening. Sorry, real quick, just finding my place. He believes people have a duty to pay taxes, but can't tell us.
Hold up.
That's social duty, but not a social duty of reproduction, which is by far the most beneficial aspect to the health of the society, especially its elderly. He claims women have no duty to have children, which means he sees no duty to keep the human race alive, which aligns with his.
How'd you do that? Oh shit!
As the
Did I get it?
harm reduction in which human beings, thus no harm could ever happen to any of them. He believes democracy is the finest
What in the hell, dude?
that we can democratically vote for no democracy. He has typical left world stupid views. The progressive mind is totally tainted by ignoring objective reality for the ideas of untenable systems.
What is that?
Ideology. On the core of feminism, he's just as bad, refusing to know that if he were actually a harm reductionist, the best way to reduce it because men, who are the most fit sex for the workforce and jobs which aim to protect society, would obviously do the most amount of good in those capacities, and women in the nurturing capacities, leading to better general outcomes for society. Now, the truth is that he wants there to be a genderless, equitable society which does equal promotion of all lifestyles and worldviews, even if it is detrimental to the very society in which we live in, which, by the way, just isn't an anti-harm reductionist principle, even though he claims he's an anti-harm reductionist. It's also stupid, and it ignores the nature of people altogether for the purpose of ideology. He claims he's against the draft, but is for compelled taxation, which makes no sense. Both would be duties to protect and run the society one is in. He's basically a walking contradiction. All of his views are contradictory, and with that, I'll yield my time.
Since Andrew went a little bit over, Oliver, you're welcome to have additional time for your open if you'd like. Go ahead.
All right, thank you, Andrew, for that opening statement. Thank you, Brian, for having me back. It's good to be here. So the resolution that we're debating, I guess we've kind of agreed on, is whether feminism is good or bad for society. I will be taking the affirmative claim that it is good for society. So, two things that are important when we're having a conversation about feminism and good is to kind of define both of those terms. So the way that I'm going to be defining feminism is, and this is not an exhaustive definition, and there might be some development on this, is the belief that individuals should have equal rights, freedoms, and opportunities regardless of gender, and that barriers based solely on gender should be dismantled. The way that I'm defining good will be kind of a constellation of good. So it's going to be kind of a lot of things that feminism benefits, or that feminism leads to, and a lot of these things I'm going to presuppose are good because I think a lot of the audience will be sympathetic to these being good. These include things like stronger families. This includes things like healthier families. This includes things like reproductive autonomy. This includes things such as greater economic output. I have stuff to back up all of this. The idea of stronger families in shared responsibilities and shared parenting. Healthier families in reproductive autonomy and parental leave and workplace protection. So something like parental leave is associated with reductions in infant mortality. It improves maternal health and long-term child well-being. Reproductive autonomy is linked to healthier pregnancies, lower rates of maternal depression, better childhood nutrition, or better child nutrition, and immunization rates. And Medicaid expansion was something that was pioneered by feminists, which led to maternal coverage of things such as childbirth. And it narrowed disparities in health outcomes and birth outcomes and improved access to prenatal services. If you move on to some of the economic benefits, so for example, dual income households, where there are two individuals who are working, are significantly more protected against poverty and food insecurity during economic downturns. Feminism advocates education as well, high-quality childhood education programs. For example, for every $1 invested in these high-quality childhood education programs, we get $16 in return. This was given by Nobel Prize-winning economist James Heckman. And the benefits to children of working moms from the Harvard Business School show that daughters of working mothers earn 23% more than daughters of stay-at-home moms, and their sons also spend 7.5 hours more per week caring for the children that they end up having. So just in general, I'm going to be affirming that. I'm going to be arguing that feminism is a good for society based on these constellation of goods. I'm not necessarily defending a worldview here today. I'm merely defending that these things are good and feminism contributes to these things that are good. So these statements are ultimately conditional statements. So if you care about greater economic output, if you care about a decreasing infant mortality, then you should care about feminism and support feminism as a good for society. So that is all I have for the opening statement.
All right, we open?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can we start? Let's back up real quick with your. I just want to write it down word for word. What's your definition for feminism?
Yeah, sure. So the belief that individuals should have equal rights, freedoms, and opportunities regardless of gender.
Hang on.
Okay.
Belief.
Sorry.
Individuals should have
equal rights, freedom, and opportunities.
Would you guys like to define any other terms here at the start, or?
Yeah, hang on. There's a few that I want to do. Should have equal rights and what?
Freedoms and opportunities.
Freedoms and opportunities.
Yes. Regardless of gender.
Well, it'd be regardless. Well, I guess.
Sex or sex and
sex, right?
Yes,
Regardless of sex. Okay. Regardless of sex. And is this, do you consider this to be a proprietary definition or a historically apt definition?
I mean, I'm just providing a definition. If you disagree with the definition, then we can go back and forth and determine which definition is best for the audience. Decide which definition they feel is better definition.
Yeah, I understand that we can decide that.
How'd you get your big Geronimo head up in there?
It's not a trick question. Is the definition, do you consider this to be proprietary? Meaning, this is what Oliver believes feminism is. This is historically.
I mean, I think it's a combination of both. So I think, yes, it's the definition that I'm putting forward.
And what historical, if you're looking at it from a historical standpoint, what would be the kind of like idea that you would draw this from, or what feminism is?
I mean, various feminist thinkers who propose definitions.
Don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. Can you let me in there?
Other individuals who contributed to that.
Oh. Now why you gotta do all that? Don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. What's up, man? How's it going?
That's not the but no, I'm not defending what good is. Additional statement. For example, greater economic output is a good thing. If greater economic output is a good thing, then feminism will achieve that goal. I'm not ultimately defending what essentially good is.
Bro.
I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of
for a moral debate saying what is good and bad. I'm just looking for the viewpoint that you. So if you're saying that these are conditionals for what is good or what is bad, what would make them conditional for what is good and bad? Just somebody else believed that conditionally they were good and bad?
If someone disagrees that, for example, greater economic output is a good thing, or that stronger and healthier families are a good thing, if they disagree and think that those are not necessarily good things, then so this is conditional on if stronger families and healthier families are good things.
Usually they're good things?
Yes, I do believe they're good things.
Okay, so how do you make those ascertained?
No, not necessarily through utilitarianism. I'm looking to those people are sympathetic to, and shared premises, hopefully.
So shared intuitions.
So we can go on. consensus belief is automatically therefore correct. Debate kind of
All right. When you say conditional belief, I just want to make sure I got this right. This is based around the condition that people
believe that things such as stronger families are good, healthier families are good.
which are things you believe.
Yeah,
So so just people who agree with you. So then conditional here means people who agree with you.
The belief is conditional on if you believe that stronger families is a good thing, or if you believe that healthier families is a good thing.
What you believe.
Those are good things. What about not going to follow? That's the first part. So if people want to disagree with that, that's fine. I'm not going to go into detail to justify why strong families or healthy families or greater economic output is a good thing.
Okay. I'm actually fine. So let's start with, if you want to build your pro-feminist case, let's do it.
It's funny, I kind of did it a little bit here.
Let's go, if you don't mind. Let's go plenty of people.
Okay, sure. So, as I talked about, regarding stronger families, stronger families, include their responsibilities and shared parenting. When both parents are involved in family, about higher levels of children, for example, the girls end up earning more money in the workforce, and the men end up spending more time with their children. So I think that's just kind of one example.
They make more money.
For the women, they make more money.
Yeah, so how does feminism promote better outcomes? Because the family is really important, right? You consider the family to be mommy, daddy, child.